Hello and welcome. Hey Jesus, what's up, man? Welcome to another random bonus stream because I'm still waiting for more work in real life. So if I'm gonna play, I might as well play on my channel and hit that live button. And we're back today with a little bit of Subnautica because, well, I'll be honest, I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV the last few days, pretty obsessively, but they're undergoing 24-hour server maintenance, so... But that gives me the perfect excuse, because I do want to play Subnautica. It's just I've been really wrapped up into Final Fantasy XIV in the last few days, which I've been enjoying quite a bit. You may notice a new screen element. I have created a transparent background picture of my bird to commemorate the fact that she's awake and she's out of her cage. I don't know if she's gonna come over here. She was real chatty a little while ago, so I thought I'd better prep my stream to put her in co-host mode. So, good afternoon, Mr. Nixie. How you doing today, sir? And hey, I caught you on your day off. Well, awesome. So I worked a little bit over the weekend, but I don't have any work today. So my work is all kind of out of whack. Like, I don't have work when I should, and like, I prefer to work while my wife is at work, and then when she's home for the weekend, I don't work. But, you know, you gotta get it where you can find it. That's how it works. But awesome that you're having a day off. Today is not supposed to be a day off, but it's you know, that's why it's like, rather than sit on my bum all day playing video games quietly to myself, I should, you know, stream. Doing well enough, you suppose? I'm doing alright, man. Doing alright. Maintaining. Gonna jump into some Subnautica here in a couple minutes. Which, I don't know if you heard when you came in, but I've been, like, totally obsessed with Final Fantasy XIV. Like, that's all that I've played since the last time I streamed. I have not booted up another game until when I booted up Subnautica a couple minutes before I started the stream. I'm having a lot of fun with Final Fantasy XIV. Especially, I think that the experience gain boost they give people for preferred servers. Man, my guy is almost level 30 now. And I'm pretty sure that sort of thing took me like several weeks when I was playing it originally to get, because the grinding, or the leveling is not super fast like in some MMOs. So anyways, so yeah, I'm up to burning through that storyline. Everything they do in that game is story related. Oh, here comes Mr. Hand. In the end, as darkness takes me, I am nothing. That's like your official entry. It's dark, it's brooding, and now it's your it's like your calling card. How you doing, man? So yeah, so that's what I've been. Your catchphrase. There we go. Holy moly, it's Narcost who has been. I've noted you've been playing this game a lot, man. I keep missing your streams. But yeah, it's time for some more Subnautica. You not really been playing anything, just some mobile games where you veg on the couch. Yeah, you still got the ass wound we were talking. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say it. You got the ass situation we were talking about, the old war injury to the ass. So you can't sit in a regular. I'm sorry, Nick. I shouldn't make fun, but yeah, I hear you, man. You got the Subnautica bug. Is that your official game right now, Narcost? Like, I noticed multiple streams coming up with Subnautica. I need to go silent for a while, but I'm still here. Oh, there it is. Mr. Hand. You have summoned Will Ferrell and the cowbell, aka Pipecock. Not an ass situation, close to the ass. So, well, Nick, since we don't have, and maybe don't want explicit details, I was thinking we could make some fantastic story about how you were apprehending some, like a robber or something, and somehow you were wrestling for his gun and you got shot in your ass, and now you're, you know, it's caused all these complications. But you need to have an epic story to go along with it, and maybe not exactly describe the malady that you're in fact dealing with. It's been your main game, and Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Okay, that fighter game's not not really my speed. Mostly because my Twitch abilities slowed down about 10, 15 years ago. And I suck at them. So they're not fun for me anymore. They used to be. I used to love... Back in the 90s, I used to play the Street Fighter. I used to play the... What's that other one? Mortal Kombat? Yeah, that was good back in the days. But now, it's Subnautica. Which, I don't think there's a problem with that. Let me see here. And my bird, I expect at some point soon, is going to fly noisily over to me because I have her out of the cage, where she's hanging out. That's why I stream at night when she's sleeping most of the time, because she can be a little bit disruptive. Especially when she hears me talking, it makes her think that I should be paying attention to her if she's awake. So she may assert herself into the situation. Hello, William Victor. How you doing, man? And welcome. Welcome to my surprise middle of the day stream. I don't know how long it's going to be. It's either till my wife gets home in 3 hours or until I get hungry, because I had a late breakfast, but I haven't had lunch. So you never know how long this could go, but I figured as long as I was going to be playing some Subnautica, I would do it. My bird, well, you can see the picture. That is my actual bird. So if you want that to be a hawk, sure, but I'm not gonna misrepresent her. There'll be a very strange-looking hawk. Around here, lately we've been calling her the Bashful Banana because she's scared of my wife, and she's banana-colored with rosy cheeks. So she's the Bashful Banana Hawk. Anyways, she has a number of nicknames that have evolved over the years, including "Shut the hell up, you." Wait, just "you," I guess would be the nickname there. But mostly, she's a good bird, and she's not too noisy or disruptive. It does look like a hawk. Well, you know what it could be. So, all I know is, in recent years, when I learned that birds were descended from dinosaurs, I've had a whole new respect for them. So I try not to piss her off too much. Just in case she evolves. I don't know how this whole evolution thing works, but one day I might wake up and there's a T-Rex in my living room. I don't know. I'll watch out for that. She's afraid of my wife. I don't know why. She hates my wife. She's afraid of everyone except for me. And the guy that gave her to me. As far as I know, she's afraid of everybody else. And my wife lives here. My wife sees her every day. And my wife has tried to give her little treats and give her things to make her be friends. But it's like anytime, like when my wife walks in the front door, the bird's out of the cage, she will freak out and fly around like all scared. And if she's sitting on my shoulder, wherever my wife is, the bird will be like on the other side of my head. Like if my wife is in front of me, my bird will go around to the back of my head and hide behind my head. If my wife is behind me, the bird will come over on my chest and hide in front of my head. And if my wife gets too close, the bird hisses. So it's I find it kind of amusing, but I have a feeling my wife does not find it quite as charming because there's this little creature that I'm pretty sure the bird has chosen me as its mate and it regards my wife as some sort of a competition who needs to be frightened off. So that's my best guess because this bird is a female. So yeah, this is just a warning that during the course of the stream there may be bird discipline happening, bird wrangling at various points. Hello, Death Angel. I didn't say hi. Hello, welcome. Nice to go home to an angry creature. Well, she's luckily not aggressive. It's more of a defensive anger, but the bird does not look happy to see my wife. We'll just put it like that. When the bird flies around, it's like the bird is expressing dire panic, which just can't feel good to know that something just thinks that you're such a horrible thing. You know, like, oh, you're terrible, you're gonna hurt, please don't hurt me, I hate you. It's just not, it's not like, you know, when I was growing up and we had, like, dogs when you come home, and the dog's so happy to see you every time you walk in the door. Sort of the opposite. But bird's happy to see me, though, all the time. That bird would live on my chest or on my shoulder or on my knee. She'd be with me like at all times if she could. But anyways, all right, I think it's time to go to the game.
45 seconds of gameplay.
I'm gonna do a little bit of Subnautica action going here. And I think all I'm doing right now, I checked my situation before I logged in, and I was a little bit low on my little water fish. So right now, I don't have very ambitious plans. My overall plan is to find the rest of the blueprints for the mobile vehicle constructor so I can build my little itty-bitty submarine. Because I have the blueprints for the, what's that little submarine called? I can't, the sea moth. I have the blueprints, but I don't have the blueprints to build the thing that builds the sea moth. So, where we're at. You come home with your dog screaming at you. Well, screaming with excitement and joy, I assume? I mean, dogs tend to be like, oh my god, they're home, and then they'll yell, they'll yip, or whatever kind of dog. Some dogs yip. Get all excited. Oh, I wanted some of these too. Alright. I need to start collecting salt so that I can make preserved fish. And then, let me see. And that way I can carry more cooked fish with me. And that's how you get salt. I used to be very stingy with salt, because I didn't realize in this game, salt, once you get the right contraptions, salt is basically an infinite commodity. So, use it if you got it in the early game, is what I say. And I've been passing salt left and right, because it's more like a luxury item. It just makes life a little easier. You can make larger water bottles, and you can make food that is preserved, which is, it's nice to, like, travel food, you know? So, let's see. You just go for a small walk until they all shut up. There you go. There you go, let them calm down. Good morning, Ava! First day back at school for the kids after 6 weeks of summer holiday. Oh, now, guess whose holiday it is now? It's an Ava holiday. We should have a little video clip for that, for you to celebrate your, when the kids' holiday's over, it's time for Ava's holiday to begin. Hoorah! Welcome, Ava. It's good to see you. I know you love your kids, but I also know it's nice to have some time to yourself. I understand that. So, you have, I don't know if congratulations is the right word, but I feel like saying, you have my congratulations. Alright, come here. Come here, fish. Me, on the other hand, I'm looking for bladderfish so I can make water, and I'm not seeing a ton of bladderfish. That's all that's going on now. Nothing makes me stop fapping quicker than a notification from G-Law streaming. Hey Maxie, what's up, man? You know, as much as I could take that as a slight, like, I'm like, there's a little part of me that's like disappointed, like, oh man, why would that make you stop fapping? But at the same time, I do consider it a professional courtesy to know that my audience, you know, or at least to the best of my knowledge, is not fapping while I'm playing games. Who do you think I am? Narcost? I'm sure Narcost is gone by now. Welcome, Maxie. Good to see you, man. If you want some salt, just play a hard game and harvest it from yourself. You've noticed that I have a tendency to manufacture salt, have you, Nick? Oh, shit! It's one of those little speedy bastards. Oh, and he hurt me a little bit. It's okay. My mask regenerates, apparently. See? All better. Self-sealing. Like the dancing orange video. Yeah, it's just something celebratory, you know? It's a congratulations. You've had kids with you almost every day for 6 weeks. Yeah. Now, we don't have kids, but I'm familiar with kids. I'm familiar with the phenomenon of kids. And even if they are good kids, you know, it takes energy to have them around all the time. And the impression I get is your kids are decent kids. That it's not like they're a problem, but it's still not your time, you know? I understand. So, congratulations. Oops, did I get this? Am I full? No, but I'm getting there. Alright, it's time to head back to base. If I see any bladderfish on the way back, I'm gonna get me some damn bladderfish. Your favorite thing about kids is that you don't have any? Nick. Um, I always wanted to have kids, but I was never super. There was some part of me that always felt like, oh, I'm just not. I don't like. I never felt like ready. Like, I don't know. Is a thing. Like, we don't have any, and I'm sort of. Oh, here we go. I'm conceptually. Sea glide fragment. I already got that. Nope, don't need that. No, because I spent most of my life just struggling to basically take care of myself. So I was always like, I don't know. I don't know what if I had a kid around, like I'd be. I don't know. There's a little kid inside me. Like, what about me? Anyways, kids are awesome. You can't imagine. You can't imagine your life without yours, Maxie. There you go. Yeah, I see the correction there. They're really good kids, but as brothers, they fight and can enjoy the silence. Oh yeah. I grew up an only child. I have a brother that's like 10 years older than me from my dad's first marriage. So he only lived with us a little bit when I was growing up, like a couple years. Mostly he lived with his mom. So I grew up as an only child. And when he was around, he was, you know, I was like 6 and he was 16. So it's not like we were spending a whole lot of time hanging out or like bickering sibling type of stuff. Although I did get lots of like wedgies and stuff like that. So, but usually it was because I was trying to get his attention and get on his nerves, and then I'd get wedgies. And it was not a regular occurrence. But I know all my friends that had brothers, and they were, I mean, they were good kids. But they'd always bicker and fight and get in little, whatever, territorial matches and get little hurt feelings and always competing with each other, that sort of thing. You're 34 and you still fight with your brother? Do you still live with your brother, though? But yeah, I never had that experience of having a sibling in the sense of, like, someone that was around my age that was sort of like a companion who I fought with as a regular, like in my peer group. Oh wait, now I'm full, aren't I? Okay, now I do need to go back to base. I was going back and then I was going to look for more waterfish. No, Maxie, I have not played this off stream at all. In fact, this week I was saying earlier, since the last time I streamed, which was only Friday, wasn't it? Was it? Or was it Thursday? I can't, maybe it was Thursday. I think it was just Thursday that I streamed. I'm confused as to my streaming schedule. I streamed during the day on Friday, didn't I? Oh no, that's not where I want to be. The only game that I played has been Final Fantasy XIV. I've been way into Final Fantasy XIV this week. And really, the only reason I'm not playing it right now is because they just launched a big, update recently, a big expansion, and they're still implementing some sort of major updates. And they're undergoing a 24-hour maintenance period. And I'm like, oh, I guess I can't play Final Fantasy. But I'm all into that game. It's like a story. It's very story-driven, and I'm really into like what's happening and that sort of thing. You have 2 older brothers. One you go along with, one you kind of don't. Okay, I think you mentioned that the one that you were close to, and then the other one who lives further. I don't know. He doesn't live near you, anyways, either. You gotta down your coffee and drive the kids to school. Have a great stream. If you don't make it back, all right, Ava. Well, enjoy. Get those kids off to school. Tell them G-Law said hi, and then let the commence the vacation and try to enjoy. Maybe give yourself a day or two where you don't gotta do jack, and then become a responsible adult. That's what I would do. And now I can eat a chimichanga underwater. I don't know. I think it might lose the crispiness. Frying chimichanga, and damn you! Now I want a chimichanga. Why every time? I did go to Taco Bell on Friday though. That's the closest that I have within walking distance to stuff that I can get, like the taco salad or the Mexican pizza. Something with a deep fried flour tortilla with other stuff, but it's not a chimichanga, but it still has essentially the ingredients of a chimichanga. Yeah, it's happened, Maxie. All you gotta do is walk in the room. All you gotta do is see his name. He could come in and just type a period and hit enter, and it'd be like, chimichanga. He moved to Maine recently with his she-demon. That sounds awesome, man. They said, hi, GL. All right, bye, Ava. Let me see. It looks like we got a message.
This is Sunbeam. You know Aurora. We're from a little transgov on the far side of Andromeda, and we have a saying there. There's no bad without the good, no good without the bad. Sounds like you tasted a bunch of the former, but that only means you're overdue a whole lot of the latter. Might just be we're in. We're scanning for somewhere to park. We'll be in touch when we find it. Sunbeam out.
Some of this dialogue is new. Like, there's always a little bit of dialogue, but it seems like they've added a lot more. Especially when you find the little PDA stuff inside the different wrecks so far and stuff. Almost all that stuff has been voiced. It's pretty sweet. Proper chimichangas are hard to find. Taco Bell doesn't count. No, it doesn't count as a chimichanga, but when it has essentially it has all the components of what I like in a chimichanga for me, particularly the Mexican pizza and or the taco salad. But it is not a chimichanga by any stretch of the imagination. You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life. we have a DVD collection of like the first 2 seasons or something. That someone probably found it in some clearance bin for Christmas like 5 years ago. We actually started watching them. I used to love that show when I was a kid. It doesn't quite hold up as well now. And none of those shows from the 80s, those sitcoms, hold up really at all. You will admit you have an affinity toward Mexican pizza. Oh, I would just order like 4 of those things and just make it a feast of Mexican pizza. You know what? No, but they're one of the more expensive items though. So usually what I do, this is my trick, because at our place the Mexican pizza meal it's like $8.50, and the Mexican pizza is about $3.50, right? But they always have those $5 boxes, which have the 2 tacos and then some other specialty item. And so I'll order that. So for the same price as a Mexican pizza meal, I get, well, essentially a fancier Mexican pizza meal with slightly more food. It's ingenious. It's my ingenious taco. I call it the G-Law Taco Bell method. And I'm very well respected around Taco Bell because they can see that they're like, oh, here comes this guy's a shrewd customer. He's gonna pull off the G-Law method maneuver with his watch how he orders. It's brilliant. They all kind of gather around and get quiet. It's nice. It is still if you get that $5 box, it's still a cheap place. But if you don't happen to want what's in their $5 box, it's like every meal is about $8. So I'm an excellent drive. I'm gonna order Taco Bell, $5 box and a Mexican pizza. To go, please. Only on Fridays. Here's what we were gonna do. Some of this. Filtered water. My guy looks like he's getting thirsty already. Blue Taco Rabbit 8 2.0 Taco Bell. Not good as it used to be. I don't know. Maybe the one in your neighborhood isn't. What's not? I don't think it's... I feel like it's just expanded. They've just expanded. What's not as good? Except for, I will grant, there are locations that individually might suck. Let me see. Cured food. That's what we're going to start doing with the cooked peeper. Cured peeper. Remember watching a lot of people use cheaper Taco Bell items to construct more expensive ones. Yeah, see, that's exactly the sort of brilliance I would hope for. Let's see, you just made me inhale my water down the wrong pipe? What are you talking about? I can't identify any particular thing that I said that might have been brilliant and funny, because I feel like all of it is very pleased with myself in that respect. But the Rain Man stuff. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Only on Fridays. Price of quality. prices, quality of food. Yeah, well, prices has gone up everywhere. I mean, that's just the thing. That doesn't shock me anymore because I've been going to fast food places for like 40 years, and I've seen that they just go up. You know, they just it happens. No, say back when I could get a Big Mac for 99 cents, but you know, well, that was still a promotion, but you could. Actually, that wasn't too long ago either. Alright. Gonna start putting away some of this junk I've been accumulating. This is my titanium cabinet. And we got some gold. Everything needs to go definitely in the right place. This is where the gold goes. Silver and gold. And is it lead? Or do I put lead in here? I think I put lead in here. Yeah, put it over here. Ooh, Nick just sent me something about hacking the Taco Bell menu. Alright, good man. I'm gonna have to look at that later. Although I'm gonna have to resist the urge to go to Taco Bell, because now I'm getting... Okay, we're gonna grab some of these. I'm gonna make one more cured. And I'm gonna make one regular. I'm gonna eat the regular one, and then have some water. Let me see, where's the regular? And I'll carry the cooked ones, the cured ones around with me. Because they don't go bad. Let's have some water. I still need to collect more water. So... that remains my primary goal, is to find more of those bladderfish. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put some of these in here, because I'm gonna use those for cooking. Let's see. Okay. You never really liked Taco Bell. A&W was your thing. We didn't really have A&W where I was. All I knew about was A&W root beer. And I think at a certain point I saw a couple A&Ws. Is it owned by the same company? I want to say that there were like A&W Taco Bell combo places. But I would always get Taco Bell. If I wanted burgers and all that other stuff, I'd go someplace else, like Jack in the Box. This A&W is just like a burger standard fast food joint, isn't it? I mean, I'm sure I've had A&W, but if I walked into a place where there was a burgers and a Taco Bell, usually Taco Bell was gonna win. Now, if they ever made an In-N-Out Taco Bell, then I'd be in trouble. So, although I will preemptively, for those people who've had In-N-Out, especially, it seems like In-N-Out has this thing of people who are not from California who finally try In-N-Out are like, what's the big deal? It's no big. But I don't know, for me, for some reason, it's when you grow up in California and you have In-N-Out growing up, and then if you go somewhere else and then you can't have it, it's like, then I think that's, for me, what it was. After I lived out away from California and couldn't have In-N-Out, then it became this thing for me. Like the Modern Road channel. Oh, okay, it was a video. Okay, I'll check that out. Had the best root beer floats you ever had. Well, I like A&W root beer. So, but it was not until I was basically an adult that I was even aware that there was an A&W restaurant. Oh, here's some bladderfish. Okay, here we go. Oh, damn it. One of those explodey fish. Get off. Son of a bitch. Stupid explodey fish. Come here. Oh, look, I'll grab this while I'm here. You live in Canada, so you don't have an In-N-Out. Well, most of the country does not have In-N-Outs. So, I was just trying to let people know who don't have... If you hear about In-N-Out and you hear about people saying how awesome In-N-Out is, that for people who aren't in California, who finally try In-N-Out, usually the reaction is like, eh, that's alright. I mean, there's just as good places where I live that I like better, actually. Was there always that reticle in the middle? I'm thinking there was. all of a sudden I'm like, wait a minute. I don't remember that reticle being so obvious. I don't know if you guys remember last time I streamed this. I got, my eyes got strained, and because I stay by my computer all the time. And somebody suggested that I get gaming glasses. I think it was Noxire. Hey, Mega Gamer, what's up? What is up? It's so middle of the day and not Thursday, I'm confused. Well, hey, Ethan. Yeah, this has been an ongoing theme for the last couple of months, because my work has been weird and spotty. And when my work is weird and spotty, I'm more inclined to hit the stream button. So, you know. So I can grow my channel and become... I gotta develop that sweet ad revenue. So, if I stream a lot, then I'll get more ad revenue. Right? Isn't that how it works? So, each time I stream, I get, like, quarter. So, that doesn't... I think streamers don't really... Ad revenue's not really a thing. But, gamer glasses. They're just... It's actually... They're like yellow tinted lenses that filter out some of the blue light. It's not super high tech. It's just basically lightly yellow tinted glasses. Because it's the blue light for monitors is what can wear your eyes out. And I've worried from time to time that I'm actually doing damage to my eyes. So I actually ordered some. I found they're like goggles almost that fit over your regular glasses, because I wear prescription glasses. And I'm wearing them. I got them today. I'm wearing them for the first time. It's kind of a trip. Let's see. You get your coffee from Tim Hortons. I've never been to a Tim Hortons. In fact, do they have Tim Hortons here? And that's the thing is we don't go to a lot of different places anymore because we got rid of our cars a couple of years ago, and now there's a ton of really cool places for us to go that has all sorts of our favorite stores and a lot of our favorite restaurants, and so it's worked out so nicely. But what that means is there's not a lot of like us just randomly going to new places where we'd have to drive. We tend to have all these places that are super convenient to the metro lines that we are like right next to. So I know there's certain things that have become trendy here that I don't even know. I've never been to one of those restaurants. And it turns out it's like the most popular thing. It's just they haven't happened to build one within 2 blocks of a subway entrance. It shuts the blue light. It shuts the blue light and it's free. Are you referring to what? Are you referring to a program of some kind? I'm not sure what you mean. Hopefully I'm doing better than you. Snarly, I'm sorry you're sick, man. It's been a horrific year. I'm just waiting for me to get mine. Even though I got the flu shot. I heard the flu shot was not very effective this year. So so far I've been lucky, but I've heard and all I keep hearing are stories about how awful the flu is. Alright, all I'm doing is going around in little circles here. Looking for bladderfish. How we doing on bladderfish? Oh, I got quite a few of them. So maybe that's enough. That might be enough, actually. Bladderfish and salt. I'll do one more sweep and see if I can find salt too, because I'm gonna make some larger water bottles. My travel water bottles. Because now that I'm gonna be traveling further away from my base, it's not a bad idea for me to conserve inventory space by having each water bottle slot. Okay, I hear that. Hey, come here. I hear he's dropping his little explosive shits on me. Getting away now. I'm leaving. I mean you no harm. Okay? Jeez.
Talons of justice!
CK Jackson 007 has become a law hawk. Thank you for the subscription, sir. You gonna take off, Brian Chimichanga? Well, I appreciate you stopping me by and making me hungry for chimichangas again. And, You have a good day, sir. You're sick too, CK Jackson? I'm sorry to hear that. That's the worst. Especially when it's like the kind of... This season has been just... Sometimes you get a little bit sick and it's almost like a vacation. Because you know you need to rest and recover. Sometimes you get sick and it's like... Life is flippin' hell. The last time... It was actually the first year that I was streaming, in early 2016. I got sick, really, really sick twice, with just horrible flus. And that was so miserable. Like, where I spent... Each time I was bedridden for almost a week, and still very sick for almost 2 to 3 weeks. Or, like, appreciably sick. But that phase where you're just feverish and incoherent and miserable, where all I could do was really like lay in bed and be kind of miserably half conscious almost all the time. Horrible. Let's see. Literally explosive diarrhea. Yeah. You've been drinking tea instead of usual coffee. You got school, Mega Gamer? I'm sorry to hear that, man. I mean, that's actually, I can't say that because I used to like school, so I mean, it's probably because I'm just a massive nerd. But I got over it sometimes. I think I still, when I had school, I enjoyed the days off better, where I didn't have to do anything. I go through phases. All right, we're gonna come in. Wait, I was gonna look for more. Is there more salt around here? That was the plan. I know there's just a ton of salt around here. But I get playing this game and talking, and I just like swim around like I'm just here to view the beautiful landscape, and that's it. You didn't mind school, you just didn't like the people? I was a little bit like that in high school. Where, well, there were always a handful of people that I got along with. Come on. That I liked seeing, but in high school there were more... People were more obnoxious and lame and irritating and that sort of thing. In college, it really didn't become that much of an issue, though. Because in college, it was more about the courses and what you were learning. And then generally, it wasn't like this thing where everyone was part. There were no cliques and shit. It was just like
welcome aboard, Captain.
There were people, and you either like got socially to know them or you didn't. But it wasn't like, oh shit, here come the jocks, you know? It's like, whatever. Same, because who likes to do a test that school didn't teach you stuff on and bad grades at home? But they gave me it. Oh yeah, well. Let me see. Let's make some... Wait, how do I make the, I need to make bleach. How do I make bleach? Oh yeah, I was gonna make some titanium. I think I need some other thing to make bleach, though. Bleach is what I need to, I guess, clear. Somehow you get bleach. There it is. Coral tube samples. And how many... I only have 3 salts? That sucks. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get 3 tube coral samples, then. In high school, people made fun of smart people. In college, people wanted to study with smart people. Yeah, I don't know. They're just... I did not encounter... College was, in a lot of ways... I mean, there were lame people at college, but there were so many people that you didn't really have... It wasn't like high school where if there were people that got on your nerves, you pretty much... Oh, wait, that's not what... I need these things. I think that's what I needed. It wasn't like high school where if there were people that got on your nerves, you had to basically see them every day, like wherever you went. And here it's like pretty much almost everyone in all your classes don't know each other, or maybe occasionally you'll have 2 or 3 people like arranged to have the same classes together, but not nearly enough to where it's like cliques formed and certain people treated other people in certain ways because of like, oh, that person's friend with that. It's just like all that bullshit in high school. It's just not a thing anymore. You're a totally social person. Awesome, man. Nolan Wolf, awoo and caw. Hello, sir. Welcome, Mr. Nolan Wolf. But high school was lame. Was kind of lame too, because the stuff that they made me learn in high school seemed relatively useless a lot of times, compared to the way, like, when I got to college and you learned stuff, it seemed a lot more helpful the way that they taught it. But I mean, high school was necessary. I just remember, like, stuff like spelling tests and things like that, where it's like, yeah, I understand the need for it, but it's just not exciting to like memorize spellings and shit. But that's like basic building blocks. When you get to college, there's no more spelling tests. I ended up being an English major. All right. I keep coming. Why do I keep coming in here? That's not my home. This is my home. This is where I conduct business now. I don't think... Do I have the thing where I can name the bases? Can I build that now? Let's see. We're gonna make some, bleach.
Bleach is an essential chemical used for cleaning wounds and purifying water.
Yep, just pour bleach into ocean water and drink it. Safe. Then it's safe. This is where I conduct business. Actually, you could make a little office with the desk and everything, there are blueprints to make it like that, but I think in one of my games I did have a little room that was basically an office, and then it led to another room where it was my living quarters, and it's all cosmetic. Like, there's almost no use. The bed you can use to make daytime come. That's about it. This was what we were gonna do. We were going to make the disinfected water. I like your rules are fair and something you don't see a lot. Oh, I appreciate that.
Ensure against dehydration and eventual death.
Yes, that's true. Well, I'm glad you're a fan of my rules. I don't like to be too ruly, but yeah, there are certain things that come up over and over, and that's when you, let me do some little quick keeper here. That's when it's helpful to lay out a few rules about certain things that, you know, especially, you'll still have to correct people in real life on occasion. It doesn't happen that often in here, to be honest, because I'm not a big channel, so. Oh, cooked people, okay. Good. And let's have some small water. This is what we're gonna try to focus on. Maybe keeping the small water here. Oh no, okay. Full up. And let's make some little waters. So we have some of those on hand. It's gonna get crazy on the 31st. You got super blue blood moon that's gonna happen. The first time in 150 years. Under the theory that in a full moon people act weird. I've heard both ways with that. I've heard that anecdotally people say there's a lot more shit happens on the full moon. But then I think I've also heard that people that have actually parsed the statistics have suggested that there's no statistical difference of weirdness, so I don't know. Okay, we're just gonna put that away. Quartz. Come on, it's all, they got the weird escape button, tab button. I'd like to be able to hit escape and get out of this PDA, but it's like tab in, tab out. Water is non-vegetarian. How much meat is in that water? What? It's the game. That's right. That's right. Deadeye Cow Kills. It is. Anything in this game you know you can take to the bank is totally real. Okay, so now I feel like I am well situated to now, I guess, look around and try to find. Let me guess, it's almost time for the sun to go down, right? Yep, it's gonna be dark in a second. Son of a bitch, wait, is that morning? Is that the east? Can't tell which way is which. Is the sun going up or going down? I feel like it's been bright. And that's sunset and not sunrise. Hey, look, it's Taya. Wide-eyed Taya. So delightful to see Taya. Taya is my friend. Welcome, Taya. We're just sharing a wonderful, apparently a sunset. Yes. There we are. It's very romantic. I'm glad we could share this moment together. Taya. Look at that. Now, it's darkness and despair. Under the sea. But what else am I gonna do at this point? I like saving. You know what? I should totally build a bed. Let me go back in my house and see. I don't think I have bed blueprints yet. But this is exactly when you want a bed. You want to explore during the day because it's easier to see. And then you go outside, you're all ready, you made all your provisions and your food and everything, and then you look outside and the sun's going down. Suck. Time to start school again. Okay, Mega Gamer. I know what stats to gather, but here tell you ER rooms calls for 9-1 much higher during a full moon. I could be the thing that I heard saying it was statistically not different. That might have been wrong too. I mean, it's all hearsay, but I thought I heard that somewhere that there was a study done that said that statistically there was no different, but anecdotally, a ton of people appear to notice a huge difference. So I don't know, but I've been hearing that all my life, full moon, and from people that work in hospitals and shit, and law enforcement. Gotta love a bit of Subnautica. Hello, Laura and Zane, channel of stuff. Welcome. And I do love me some Subnautica. Hello, Madros. What is up, buddy? Welcome. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday. Hashtag memories of childhood movies. Do the under the sea. Under the sea. I don't know the rest of the words, so I'm gonna stop singing it now. Dude, I know the tune, though. I think the Little Mermaid came out when I was already an adult, so... Today's your Friday, Maxie? Well, this works out just perfectly for you. Oh, wait, I was gonna come in here and see what I could build. I don't think I can build beds yet. Let me see, I'm gonna put this... Where should I put this? Let's see. We have like a interior pieces, miscellaneous. You see, this is where it'd probably be. Trash cans, which I don't serve any permanent function, any real function. Signs. Interior pieces. Bioreactor, not interested. Base attached air pump. Alright. Put that. Oop, no. We want this to be in our #1 quick slot. No, put it away. I don't need it out. There you go. Thank you. I wanted to see deployables. The beacon. Ingredients unknown. I still can't make the beacon. Okay. Wonder if people just don't find days of waxing gibbous moons to be notable. Let's see. Is a sign how you name the base? No, a sign is just a thing you can put up on the wall. It's like this. Like this was provision. There we go. That's sort of how we've been using this. But you can set up signs in various, you know, like I could put a sign here to let me know that, oh, this is iron, this is titanium and quartz, or you know, whatever. You can label shit. That's basically all it is. All I'm trying to say is go look at the moon on the 31st. It's going to be a sight like you wouldn't believe. Extremely rare. Oh, so you're saying the visually the moon is going to be nuts to look at. I gotcha. So now I feel like I need to look up about the thing about the statistics. I might have just pulled that straight out of my ass. Almost everything I say here is anecdotal. And a lot of times it's based on good information, but sometimes it's based on one thing that I heard or read someplace 10 years ago. So... at a certain point, I remember hearing something like, on the full moon, things aren't actually weirder, it's just there's a perception that people expect it to be, so they see it to be such. But I don't know if that was actual hard science or that was just somebody speculating, now that I'm thinking about it. Who doesn't like ass stats? I don't know. I don't know what ass stats are. Oh, the kind that I pull out of my ass. Those are good. And 9 out of 10 doctors agree. Ass stats are the best kind of the best kind of stats. Okay, now the sun's already coming up. I don't have to worry about a bed. And we will continue our search for little doohickeys to scan. There's little doohickeys to scan over here. Hey, 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 hey. Son of a bitch. That hurt a lot. Alright, I think I've got a first aid kit, though. I do not have a first aid kit. Alright, I'm gonna have to remedy that when I get back to base. I don't even know where the hell that thing came from. Grab trap fragment, do I already have this? I think I might. I did. Because all it gave me was metal pieces. Means I already had it. A stat pulled out of one's ass. As I am occasionally guilty of proffering during my streams. Beacon fragment? That's what we want. So we can name our colony USUC 101. Oh, here comes the bird. Alright, hold on. Now I've got my co-host. There. So we all know that bird mode is activated. Come here, bird. So for now she's flown over here and I'm going to have to wrestle with her occasionally. Because there's lots of places that she's not supposed to go. Because... oh, I think she got scared of my microphone. Bird is awesome and Bird is cool, but Bird likes to... basically, birds are like crap machines. And every 30 seconds, wherever they are, they have to drop a crap. Which means you have to start designating places that are crap safe. And places that are not crap safe. And she always wants to explore my desk and cords and keyboard and all that stuff. That is not crap safe, so... alright, now she flew away. Now she's not good at flying either. So, she flew away and she's very confused now. Alright, we're gonna keep... Your favorite moon is Crescent Blood Moon, because it's... oh, it's gone now. Cute burb! That is my burb, who I refer to inexplicably as Chauncey. Alright. So, we're gonna continue... she's gonna be chirping now, because she wanted to come hang out over here. But then she got scared and flew away. But she doesn't want to be where she is now. So she's gonna... she wasn't planning on it. That's where she flies around in circles until she can get herself to land in a place that she knows is safe, but it's never exactly... it's never... oh shit. Alright, now I'm gonna use this to get away. That's what I gotta do. Gotta remember to use that to get away. Alright. Being able to crap anywhere and anytime you want. Yeah, and like... especially, you do it, everyone's just like, oh, well, that's just what they do. Like, no one cares. And they might even still think you're adorable. Or like, oh... look, little Maxie made a poo-poo in the living room. Little Maxie did a poo-poo on the couch. Well, just get a nappy. We'll just get a nappy and wipe it off. That's so cute. Such a good Maxie. It's like, nope, that's not how that would play out at all. Be like, Maxie, we're gonna have to call a home health nurse for you now. What's this? Sea Glide, I've already got. You know what, though? Maybe I should scan it just so I don't have to keep seeing it. Might be a good idea. So that when I'm looking for blueprints in the future, I won't keep seeing things scannable and being like, oh, let's see, what's this here now? Downside being, you have one all-purpose hole down there. I guess, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Is that a bad thing? Or is it more convenient? I don't know. Oh. I guess I have to think about that. I haven't put a whole lot of thought into what that would be like, Nick. It's disconnected. And now it says OBS is reconnected. I don't know why that happened. Looks like it just... According to my things, my stream stopped recording. It stopped sending for approximately 3 seconds. So, I don't know if it was longer than that, but a little notice said I was disconnected, and then about 3-4 seconds later, it said I was reconnected. How's my bird when I'm trying to sleep? Oh, she's quiet for the most part. She's really quiet. We had a pair before, and we lost the male. The male was the one who was super noisy. And he was the one that was always making a lot of noise. But she's just, like, right now she's sort of chirping conversationally in the other room because she hears me talking or she'll hear other people talking. But, like, at night, she gets quiet. And most of the time, she's just quiet. I let her out, she'll sit. She's really sweet. Like, she'll come and sit on my... She loves coming and just sitting on my knee. And she'll sit on my knee for, like, hours and stuff. Like, while I'm at my desk. And if I'm watching TV, if I, like, go and play on the couch, she wants to go hang out. She'll want to, like, hang out on my chest near my head and, like, run around and, like, chew on my beard and stuff. She's funny. I like her. But she does get irritating. That was a very long 3 seconds, Maxie. But yeah, she's totally fine. She doesn't make noise. It's like, oh, I can make chairs. A swivel chair. That'll go well in my underwater office, Nick.
New blueprint acquired.
Let me see. Oh, that's one thing I haven't made is, what's that? Oh, I'm right next to one of those things. I think I might have gotten blueprints for a laser cutter that I didn't think to make. So I gotta check that, because this is the sort of place that would, sometimes there are hatches that you can only get in if you can cut them open with a laser cutter. Nice, sure, fine. I'll sketch. It's Rabbit Ray, come here. I should maybe pay attention to the fish more, because it's possible. Let's see. A lot of this is sort of flavor text, but there might actually be like some changes made since, you know, maybe there's some very nutritious fish that I don't recognize anymore. Can you get metal from the cargo boxes? No. No. If there's things that you can scan for blueprints that you already have blueprints for, those you can get metal from. There are these things, which is metal scraps that you can pick up. They're kind of big, and so I only pick them up when I'm actually looking for metal. Because metal is essentially, especially because these things keep dropping for titanium, which is sort of the basic building metal, and they will continue dropping throughout the game. So, essentially, you have unlimited metal. Okay, Bird is back. Alright, Bird. Don't be scared of the microphone, okay? Want to go on $8 perch? Here. Okay, now I've got her on my knee. She looks a little bit suspicious of the microphone. Like she's not sure, because usually the microphone's not here. I have I have my microphone clipped to a TV tray that I'm resting my right arm on where my mouse pad. So I'm sitting in an office chair. I have a TV tray coming back over to my elbow, which I'm using it almost like an armrest. And I have the microphone clipped to that. So I can still sit back normally like you would when you're sitting at a desk, but I've got the microphone arm. And so now there's this microphone hanging out over my lap a little bit that she's not used to seeing, and apparently it's very distressing to her. Hi, Burb. Does she like to be petted? No, she doesn't. And I'm kind of glad. Okay, hi. Okay, come here. Now she decided to climb on my hand. All right, let's go on $8 perch. $8 perch is a special branch perch that I bought that you can screw into the wall. It screws into the wall above where I sit on my desk, so that she can sit near me if she's being a little bit too restless to be on me, which she was. I think the microphone is tripping her out a little bit. She's gonna monitor from $8 perch, so she can ascertain that the microphone is not. It's not about to lash out and do anything terrible. You never know. If you see a new object, you don't know if it's a threat or not. When you're a bird, everything's incomprehensible. All these human contraptions. Oh, I'm really far away. Okay, I guess I'll just continue going this way. Maybe I'll find... That's the one thing about this game, is I don't have it all memorized, which actually makes, in some sense, makes it better. I have sort of very loose ideas about... Because the map doesn't change from time to time, so I have loose ideas about what is in what directions, but not down to a science, so I'm still in a constant state of exploration. What's this? Oh, this is what I want! That is exactly what I wanted.
Acquired.
Alright, we're gonna go back to base. Mission accomplished. That was our next major objective that we've set for ourselves. No, Nick. No, what is random? I think what's randomized to a degree is the location of particular items, but that might not even be. That it all might be the same every time. I don't know. It's just it's so big and it can be sort of so disorienting to go around that I only have sort of large-scale knowledge of approximately where stuff is, and maybe where certain wrecks are and stuff. But it's always that is always the same every time. Use your second monitor badly so I can wow and watch G-Law more efficiently. Yo, you could do that. Actually, second monitor's not that expensive. I was gonna say you could also get like Amazon has those cheap $50 tablets. You could just get one of those and have that just sitting on your desk nearby and watching YouTube on there. But then chatting into that thing is kind of a pain in the ass. All right, I keep wanting to go in there. But I don't want. That's bad. That's wrong. Playing Ark and watch. Yeah, I have two monitors that. Mainly, I used to use it because of
Welcome
work.
aboard, Captain.
When I started working full time and doing a lot of stuff I do is digital, so I'll have like multiple. In law school, I did this a lot too. I'd have multiple windows open. I'd often have 3 or 4 different instances of Microsoft Word open with different things on them, and then PDF documents and sometimes video lectures and all sorts of other things that was all of a sudden having a lot of computer monitor real estate became very helpful and desirable, to the point where when I didn't have the second monitor, it almost felt, it's strange, but it almost felt claustrophobic, which I would not have understood that concept until I've been making and utilizing 2 monitors on a regular basis. Let's see, and you're on your tablet, Nick. Right, using your second monitor to watch another stream at the same time. I used to do a lot of that, where usually, well, of course, I'd only have one stream with audio on, and I'd have 2 chats visible, and then I might bounce from stream to stream. But the fact of the matter is if I'm going to multitask, usually when I'm watching streams, the multitasking I'm going to do is going to be either working or doing something on my own, doing my own thing, so that I'll only, for the better part of the last year and a half, I will only watch one stream at a time if I'm going to watch a stream. Okay, what did... I think... Okay. I was a bit hurt. I'm gonna eat... I think I'm gonna need to eat 2 of these guys. And... might need 3 of these guys. These are the little ones. Yeah, I like the little ones. Let's cook up those peepers. sometimes I have to stop and think about and pay closer attention to what I'm doing. No cooked bladderfish. Cooked bladderfish is how to make a beacon. I think that's a deployable that I can make with this thing once I've taken care of my necessaries. Let's see. Deployable. Yeah, there's the beacon. I need a copper ore. And where's the other thing? The oh, a power cell. That might be a problem. Lubricant, power cell, ingot. Hold on, let me eat. Quick beeper. And we can use a little more filtered water. Okay, we are completely set up there. The beacon, a copper ore, that's easy. We'll take care of that now. I'll put that right above our base. Get the... where is it? Here we go. Add a beacon name. USUC 101. Is that right? Is that about right, Nick? Yeah. Yeah, I need to pick up more copper, for sure. I was gonna say you suck. There it is, Nick. Oh, wait. I need to put an extra period after that C. How did I miss that? That's not professional. I gotta stay consistent with my naming conventions. Let me see. You don't put the period just after the first 3 letters. That's lame. Okay, there we go. There we go. All good. Let's see. How do you interact with the second monitor for gaming on the primary? A lot of games you kind of gotta pause them for a second. I mean, I do that all the time when I'm streaming. In certain games, let me see it. This one doesn't minimize, but it does pause. So, like, right then, like, if I'm gonna do that, I'd say hi. I meant to say hi. Here, I'm gonna correct. I have to be accurate. Hi. And then I come back to this monitor and I continue doing this. You know what? The bird is being very calm and very quiet for the time being. I don't think we need to have a bird alert present. So here, we'll take that away. Some games have a physical pointer. Oh yeah, so that's like this. Like you see my pointer. When I run to the edge of the screen, if you can see, it's tiny. When I run to the edge of the screen, now it's just a regular mouse pointer on my second monitor. Now it's back. Now it's back. Sometimes it gets weird though. Like certain games don't work that well. I'm trying to remember. Skyrim might be one of them. There are games where I'll do a lot of scrolling, and then it will be approximating a mouse pointer on the other screen that I can't see. But as I'm scrolling, it will start scrolling various windows randomly, which is an example of games that don't quite get along, especially when they don't have like a borderless windowed mode. Let me see. Things are getting kind of messy here. We wanted the flashlight. I like my buttons where I have my buttons. I definitely need... Scanner goes in button number 3. Knife goes in button number 4. Air bladder goes on button number 5, definitely. So let's put this in here. Let me see, what was I had an important thing that I was going to do. The mobile lab. Okay. Or the mobile, titanium ingot, lubricant. Lubricant, I believe I have some here. Titanium ingot. Requires 10 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. And what was the last thing? Something probably is going to be a pain in the ass. The power cell. I think power cells are a little bit harder to make. I need 2 batteries and silicone rubber. Batteries. I need 2 copper ores. I have 2 copper ores. I do not. Copper is the bottleneck. Let's go out and get us some copper. Hey, Jetfire, what's up, buddy? Caw! And big old light spike. Thank you, sir. Finally, this game comes out. Yeah. Well, it's still so far the same experience that I've always had. But I love the experience of the game. It just feels better knowing that it's complete, though, because occasionally I like the whole wandering around, collecting stuff, building stuff, but eventually I do like to sort of follow where the story goes. And for all the hours I put in this game, there was always the point if you tried to follow the story where you come to the edge. They're like, all right, that's all we wrote. Come back later. In the form of directing you to a new location that you'd get to. Be like, the next step is to go check out this underwater facility. And you'd get there and it would be, the door would not have a way of getting in. Go. There, I didn't fall for that old song and dance, did I? Alright. But I'm here looking for this shit. Even though half of them are gonna give me titanium. Oh shit. I'm really glad I'm remembering this little submarine thing now. In fact, I should get some oxygen while I'm at it. You love the game visually. You follow the story, it gets interesting. Scary in the form of nope. Well, there's definitely... I've gotten pretty far. I think I came to the end of the story for what it would have been in, say, August. And what was nope for me were a lot of the environments that I was in. There was a lot of scary shit swimming around. That was... And the thing is when I was doing that, it was before the Cyclops, the giant thing, the giant submarine. That was still invincible. So now there are these areas that I remember being absolutely terrifying, but it was okay because they hadn't implemented any kind of damage modeling or damage system capability for the Cyclops yet. So you basically had a mobile, invincible base. So no matter how kind of weird and scary things felt, you're always kind of like, all right, let's go back to my base. It's safe in my base. Nothing bad can happen in my base. My little mobile submarine. And now that's no longer the case. You gotta be careful so that your submarine doesn't get flippin' destroyed. Durable flashlight. Oh yeah, no, I make only the finest quality products. Oh shit. See? Look at this. Yep. I am digging that thing. Does he drop any stuff? Here we go. There's a little more of these. Son of a bitch! They're everywhere in here. Okay. We have this little... Some of them drops like sulfur in there, but I think...
30 seconds.
Oh shit. Alright, hold on. Let's do this. Alright. We good? It's funny how we're like literally a stone's throw away from my base, and there were all these, there's all these resources that I just hadn't found yet, because I hadn't specifically spent a lot of time looking for them. How are we doing on them? We only picked up 3 extra coppers? Are you serious? These little things I'm hitting will drop either copper or titanium. It seems like they're favoring me with extra titanium, which as I pointed out earlier, titanium is a resource that is essentially unlimited and super easy to find because those wreckage pieces are everywhere. So, I'm really wanting, when I hit those little things, usually I want them to be copper. My goal for right now is to build a mobile vehicle bay. I just finished getting the blueprints for the mobile vehicle bay. And because I got the Seamoth blueprints before the vehicle bay. The Seamoth is the big objective. I want to have my Seamoth so I can travel around more easily. And not worry about oxygen as much. I'll have an oxygen supply wherever I am. But I had to build the mobile bay. I didn't have the blueprints, so today I found the blueprints a little while ago for the mobile vehicle fabricator thing. And then right now I'm just getting the stuff together. I realized I didn't have batteries to make subcomponents for the mobile vehicle bay. I do not. No, I have not done a lot in this game. I mean, and that's yeah. This is my second time streaming it. I mean, I played this game a ton on my own time over the past year. And actually, the scanning room is something that the last time I tried making it was borderline useless, so I'm glad that people have reminded me that now it actually is a very helpful thing to have in your base. But right now, my base is... Oh, let me get that. My base is strictly a little storage area. It's a storage and fabrication area, and that's it. So... And I'm not hitting this thing yet. I think when I hit this thing, it's gonna give me a deadline to go meet with the Sunbeam. At a certain point, they give you a countdown to meet the Sunbeam, and I want to make sure that I have the Seamoth's little submarine before that countdown starts, because otherwise, if I have to swim all the way to where the rendezvous is, that's gonna suck ass. Become a vampire, then you don't have to worry about breathing at all. That's true, Matus. Oh, it's Matus in here. The Mobile Bay by Michael Bay. They fixed the scanner room. Yeah, you still need the HUD chip. Be pretty useful though. Yeah, I need to play around with that because when we get to it. But literally right now, I mean, I started today looking for bladderfish because I was low on supplies. So we are not in any way in any kind of ambitious state right now. We're really doing basics. And also when I stream this, you can ask people. In my real life, when I'm playing on my own, I can think a lot more elaborately and large scale about what I'm doing. I can think several steps ahead. When I'm streaming a game, it's very much about what's right in front of me because I'm not focused on the game. So it's harder for me to come up with like, here is my 7-step plan for what I need to do, and as I come out, I'm gonna have these 4 objectives in mind as I'm swimming around. That's not what happens when I stream. The ocean is running water. All right. The radio, you can hit it until you get the first couple messages for the Sunbeam, then stop until you're ready. It'll give you pointers, light pod. Yeah, right. And which I've done. Like, I've had this game for a long time, but it's the first time I played the full version, so there have been slight variations on what I've experienced in the past. However, I believe we have heard 2 or 3 messages from the Sunbeam already, and at this point, I'm afraid that the message I'm going to get is the Sunbeam giving me their 72-hour warning, or whatever it is, however long it is. No self-advertising, cut lover X. Sorry. Huh. Rude. Okay. And then don't hit it anymore. Yeah, exactly. So that's where we are in here. I'm just gonna. I know it's like the OCD part of me is like, I know it's blinking. I gotta hit it. It's blinking. But we gotta not. I have to not. Okay. I need to get. I'm making batteries. That's the main thing. I need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that I just know. Because first we've got to make power cells. So, 2 batteries. The tide is kind of running water, I suppose. Yeah, I guess you could look at it as running water. Silicone rubber, okay? See, even just making things, like I'll be like, okay, I need these 2 things. And then I'll step away from the fabricator, and 3 seconds later I'll be like, shit, what did I need again? Welcome to my streaming gaming prowess. No. We're gonna make... They're actually streams, currents in the ocean. Yeah, you could call it running water. It's just, well, running water amidst... Anyways, other water. Words are confusing sometimes. Okay, we got that. Now... Vehicle mobile bay, baby. That's what's happened. Hello, DJ105 Gaming. And welcome. Hello to you. Your important world-changing news goes on. No, oh shit, Mike. You know what? I need to make a special video about when I don't notice somebody's comment and then they get a little bit dejected about it. Not overwhelmingly dejected, but a little bit dejected. Like, shit, he didn't notice my comment. But I know part of it is just to alert me to the fact that there was, in fact, a comment that I didn't see. I got a new sofa, so I'm watching on my TV and chatting on my phone. I do that sometimes. I watch on my Roku, and the thing is, I suck. I suck at chatting on my phone. So I end up getting...
Justice!
Yeah, I end up not chatting much when I'm doing that. But it's nice to be able to watch it on your sofa, for sure. DJ105 Gaming, thank you for the subscription. You, sir, did you see the hawk face? You shocked that hawk. So bad. In a good way. But so bad. Thank you so much for the subscription, buddy. But awesome news on the couch, man. Let me see. Look at that again. Got a new sofa. So what, was a sofa before not comfortable enough to watch TV on streams? Let me see. Or it might have been like, oh, release vehicle bay. Yes. Let's make that our number 1. So we don't screw it all up. Let me see. This is where we come out of the base. So I think we would like to make the vehicle bay be over here, perhaps. There, that'll work. I think I can, eventually when I build the Cyclops, I'm pretty sure I can still build it without it hurting itself on the rocks there. Your old sofa sucks. It sucked. Okay. You're on your couch, but watching on your iPad. iPad, a little bit easier to type into. It was just really old. Yeah, we got a couch now that's it's getting that kind of not so new feel to it. Like, it feels different depending on where you're sitting on it, sort of thing. Alright, let's get up on here. Let's see what we need now in order to figure out what we need for the sea moth. I need to make... I mean, I might actually have all this shit. I know we've got everything except I got the power cell. Let me see if I can make another power cell right now. Power cell required 2 batteries. I think I might be short on copper for batteries. Nope. I think we're good. Let me see. Okay, now I'm going to need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3. In recent news, my daughter finally got her license today, so I don't have to chauffeur her around anymore. Well, that's good for her, man. That's good. Why didn't she get one? I shouldn't ask. I knew people that for various reasons didn't get them. Sometimes it was like because they weren't going to be driving, but I know people that were like phobic. They were really scared or intimidated, so they waited a long time. Also, when I was growing up, driver education was something that was offered free in school. And then that stopped too, so then sometimes just a matter of like expense. Oh, hello, Lucas. I don't know French, but I'm assuming you said your name is Lucas. My name is Ryan, the gaming lawyer. Might also wait because of massive insurance bills. Oh yeah, dang, I hadn't even thought of that, Joshua. Crap. Yeah, that's totally true. It was just the fear. Well, I had a girlfriend back in the 90s, and I think she was like 24, 25, and she didn't drive. And it was because her dad was kind of like, he was kind of short-tempered and impatient, And she said when she was a teenager, whenever she tried to drive, she was so scared she was so high-strung trying to drive with him in the car, and he was so high-strung that she just couldn't, she couldn't relax enough to do it. So that was, I think, while I knew her at a certain point, I helped her get her learner's permit, and I taught her how to drive. So, and she was much cooler with that. And then she learned how to drive, because I'm such a swell guy. But anyways, speaking slower always works when you're trying to communicate with a foreign language. You know what, Maxie? It actually, there is some truth to that, to be honest. It's like I speak some and understand some Spanish, but if someone speaks to me in Spanish and they're like, "Hola, ¿cómo está usted?" Baba, and they're talking like that, then but if they just go off and they start talking, I'm like, I have no idea. Even if maybe otherwise I'll have no idea what they're saying. Build the Pathfinder tool. It's very useful. The Pathfinder tool. What is the Pathfinder tool? Is that equipment? Maybe that's something that I'm not familiar with yet. Oh, rebreather I should have at a certain point too. That'd be good to have. First aid kit. Tools. Scanner, repair tool, flashlight, survival kit. Survival knife, air bladder, flare, habitat builder, laser. I do need to make. Oh, I can't make that yet. Propulsion can. Okay. +1 for path. What is the Pathfinder tool? I'm perhaps not familiar, or I'm just, because of the scattered brain nature of how I am when I'm streaming, I'm not remembering what it is. I skipped right over it. Okay. Flare, air bladder, Pathfinder tool. Holographic Pathfinder discs used to map a way back out of caves or hard to navigate spaces. Max 20. I've literally never even heard of this thing before. Holy crap. Okay. I'm going to continue building the sea moth for the time being, which seems to be, obviously I've been sort of building it for the last 5 minutes and not making a lot of progress. But I will definitely mark this on my radar of things I should definitely do when I'm done doing the other things I should definitely do. Right now, the thing I should definitely do involves making batteries. 2 of them. Which I will then make into a cell thingy. Any silicone rubber? Yeah, definitely. Reset Pathfinder with F key. It's the old dive reel. Hence the creep finds. Oh! Okay. Let me see. Oh, I'm starting to get hungry. This could be a problem. That's probably what's gonna end up killing my stream today. Is there's gonna be a point where I'm gonna get hungry. I'll get hungry enough that people will be like, damn, G-Law's getting hangry right now. I'm not there yet, but what's more likely to happen is I'll just become progressively more scatterbrained until I realize, like, I'm really hungry and I can't really even think now because I just realized I'm starving. I need a chimichanga. Stat! Need me some chimichangas. Got my power cell. I know I needed some glass. I might have needed 2 glass pieces. Glass. It places a main beacon, and then it makes tiny little ones that have an arrow pointing to the main beacon. Alright. Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm gonna get a much better... It's one of those things where I understand what you're saying in concept, but it'll be once I actually see it in action. And I'm sure it's going to be extremely helpful, because I know I've gotten lost and scared in some of those cave networks. Brain runs on sugar, so yeah, that's what happens. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm unfocused. I tend to be unfocused when I'm streaming anyways, because I'm trying to, and I know, actually, I think I've been at a point today where I have not been keeping up with chat very well, but when you're playing a game, that's why there's certain games that I just won't play. Like, people have asked a bunch of times if I'll play City Skylines or other games that are all about, like, here's this blank canvas, create something intricate, And I'm like, nope, not gonna stream that. I'll play it by myself, but I won't stream it because I will get dick all done in that game.
Seek fluid intake.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm slowly dying of thirst. So maybe I should take a look into that situation. Let's make some. How many we got? We gotta make some. Probably eat 2 of these, and 1, 2, 3, 4 of those probably. Basic sustenance. Basic sustenance is a good idea. Hello, Diamond Moody, and welcome. Unfocused is the reason. Do I have that ready to go?
5 seconds of gameplay.
Yeah, that's the warning, especially when I've been having a hard time keeping up with chat and not playing the game at all. That clip is specifically designed to warn people that I'm gonna look away from the chat, maybe for as much as 45 seconds, as I momentarily buckle down and focus on the game. So, I made that myself. That's my own voice.
45 seconds of gameplay.
The guy with the gun is Jean-Claude Van Damme, though. That's not me. Let me see. Let us eat the cooked
Vital
peeper.
signs stabilizing.
It's more peeper than I needed, but looks like maybe my guy will get fat. He's ate too much. Filtered water. Here, we're gonna fill up there. DJ105 Gaming asks if you can have one question. Of course. In fact, that maybe was your one question, so now you're all out of questions. But you can have a second question too if you want, man. Coral tube sample plus salt equals bleach equals 2 disinfected water. Yeah, I've got some of those in here. Those are my travel. That's what I do for travel. But when I'm drinking in base, because storage real estate is not as much of a premium, I tend to drink regular bottles. So I carry this around because everything I bring with me, every space that I use up is vital. But yeah. So that's the method to my madness. And the filtered water, put in here. There's some random shit I don't need to carry around with me. Speaking of shit that I have too much of, I do believe I needed to make some more titanium. About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And back in here to do that. Your coughing is finally clearing. I've been looking forward to trying to stream some 3DS game. Well, cool, man. That sucks if you want to stream and, like, literally because streaming involves talking, you're not up for it. You play the game, you found the lava zone. Oh yeah, no, that's where things start getting scary too, Diamond. Down where there's lava and there's all... It's more the horrific creatures that live near the lava that scare me. Oh no, there's the way. So, luckily that hasn't been flooding my chats anymore. When that thing first became popular, I was borderline ready to start, like, timing people out just for saying the way. Luckily, things have calmed down a little bit on that front. You're going to lava zone? Alright, man. Good luck with that. Lava zone is no... I'm a long ways from going to the lava zone. And Mike, better than anyone I know. It's only if they ask, can I ask a stupid question? Because that's the thing people say. It's like, I'm surprised you just admitted that. Okay. Blueprints. I'm in the midst of the CMOD. That's what I'm gonna make. I need 1 lubricant and 1 lead. I do believe I have that. There's a lead in here. Oh, that's titanium. Here's... Man, I need more lead, too. And 1 lubricant. No, that's not here. That's outside. You won't time that out, but I'll delete lame hat. No way. Well, it's become such a popular thing that, like, even, like, in a lot of streams, like, I've seen other major streamers or community making reference to Dewey in their stream titles. So, I don't think it's automatically clear to people going into chats that for some streamers it may have quickly become irritating to hear it all the time, but NCS equals no copyright sound, so that's good. Is there a way to stream without adding software and encoding? No, I don't think there is, because that's how you make it so that the game image gets turned into something that can be sent to the internet. So, you don't want everyone else serious. Thank you. I've been dealing with a lot of unpleasant stuff in my life recently, and your streams help a ton to put me in good headspace when I don't have one. Nolan Wolf, that is really awesome to hear. I didn't see, and I wouldn't have known either, because you always come in like, "Ow!" So, you know, maybe it's the headspace that you put yourself in when you come here that's helping too. So, but I'm really glad to hear that, Nolan. That's awesome. Let's see, it's really easy for you to drown there. You're playing creative. Okay, good deal. I'm gonna do this. I'm making my sea moth. Unless my game, I thought my game was gonna crash for a second.
But remember that swimming is good for your glutes and endorphin levels.
Oh, good. All right, makey. There we go. We got a submarine, folks. Now I'm gonna have to make sure I've got some backup power cells.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yay! Yay, submarine. Yep. We're having a good time now. For NCS to play in the background, but yep, there's... Links are not permitted by standard folks in here. Because... And you've been here a while, it's not like you've been trying to spam links, but... some people would. So, and it's enough of a potential issue that there's just a general no link rule. So, you wanted to have music play in the background? Yeah. I like the game. I like the game the way it is. I know some streamers like playing a bunch of music, but then you get... One problem I always have when I go into a streamer's place that has music playing is... Let's be real. Is that like 2/3, 3/4 of the time, I'm not into the music that they've chosen. So... And there's something that tells me that if I decide to start playing music... 3/4 of the people who came in here would not be into the music that I chose. So, I feel like it's a lose-lose proposition. So now, can you take that message? I guess I can. Is there anything else? Hello, Anti-Tula, by the way. Is there anything else that I absolutely have to build right now? I was going to look into those, what was that? I think I needed seaweed for that stuff. This was the tools, the thing that I never heard of before, the Pathfinder tool. Titanium and creepvine samples. Okay, I'm gonna look into that right now. That's a thing. Hold on. You see, there's a constantly growing list of crap I need to do right away. The only music you're into is Tom. Oh yeah, no, I know what you mean then. I don't think I've got Torn ready right now. So is this the sort of thing where you've got to build a bunch of them and you deploy them until they're gone? Or you just have one? Yeah, that's the thing, I'm not sure how it works. But I'm feeling like I'm gonna build 2 of them. Wait, was it 2? Streams of playing music are an instant turn off. Well, some people really like it. And that's the thing, a lot of times I'll try to find royalty-free, and it's usually like techno shit or, you know, I don't know, it seems like it's always like some sort of dance, techno beat type stuff where I'm just like, could you turn that off? Maybe you could play some Skyrim music? I haven't had a lot of issues with game music getting claimed, so... But also depends on, some people are part of like those multi-channel networks and stuff that'll have specific rules saying you have to mute all video game music and you can't show any cutscenes if you want to be a part of our, you know, MCN or whatever. It's like, nope, that's one reason why I didn't want to join one of those things. It's because I didn't like the fine print. You're giving me a link because I did it with another YouTuber called Trip6, and he loved it. Well, see, that's the thing is for people that do that, and you find, I'm sure, like, if I did that as a practice and someone, I'd probably be really, like, receptive to somebody showing me new stuff, but, you know, as it is. It's not my style. I don't know if you're aware of this. I'm a middle-aged man. I'm in my 40s. I'm in the middle of my 40s at this point. So, that's probably a problem, too. I'm old and I'm out of touch. Okay, what was I doing here? I was going to make... I need 5 of those things. Okay. Losing focus. Hey, was there a Rilo in here? Kate Beckinsale moaning his music in my ears. Well, we're not playing any of that either. Do I have... I'm just thinking. I don't think I have the Torn video set up here, Nick. I should put it in here because this is like... it's just my universal gaming setup now. Resources, personal tools, Pathfinder tool. He did an 8-hour stream. Oh man, I could never do that. I think the most I've gone is maybe 5, maybe 6 hours a couple times. But I normally stream about 4 hours. Today I'm probably gonna stream a little less than that. But yeah, those people do 24-hour streams. I would never. I just couldn't do it. By right around the 4-hour mark, that's usually, I'm starting to get hungry, I'm getting tired, my voice gets worn out, my throat starts getting dry, even if I'm drinking stuff during the stream. I basically stop being functionally able to stream well. Things start breaking down. Hello, kid have fun, doctor. Welcome. Phase Browser 3, you subscribed? I appreciate that, thank you. This game is great music, why do they flood with their own junk? Hey, Jedco66. Well, I mean, that's what I was saying is music taste, people have different musical tastes. So, and also the music in this game is relatively sparse. And some people like to hear music constantly. So I can understand why people would play music over this. I personally like it just the way it is. Game Lawyer, try brewing tea for stream. You know what? That's something that I've heard like when I was first learning to stream, and there were streamers that streamed a long time, and I asked, how can you stream so long? And they said it's tea, like herbal teas is how they keep doing it. I actually tried it a couple times, but then I'm so unorganized. I actually still have some of my coffee from earlier. It's not the same, and it's cold now. Still love it though. You heard of Subnautica but haven't tried it yet. Oh, this is one of my favorite games that have come out. Well, it officially came out like a week or two ago, but it's been in early access for a couple years, and I've played a ton of this game. I love it. What was I doing? I was doing something. Here, when I'm streaming it, I'm very bad at keeping track of what I'm doing now. Those things go bad really quick, don't they? Let me see. Didn't I make... Here it is, the Pathfinder tool. I think we can maybe get rid of the air bladder now. Because the air bladder... We're no longer going to have to be swimming constantly up to the surface for air, because we're going to have our little submarine with us that's going to be our new source of oxygen. Do you know how to train a stalker with peppers? That's a trip. I've heard about that you can do that. I've never done it, Diamond, but I have heard that you can do it. But then it wears off after a while, so then if I did it, it would just be as a curiosity. I didn't even know what you could do it with. Specifically with peppers? You have some peppermint tea, maybe you should try it with some honey while streaming. Hey, that could help. Game Lawyer, you're not counter-programming successfully. I usually don't stream until 9:15. Hey, Chris Plays Games. Well, see, this is way everybody's happy, because every time I stream at the same time as Chris Plays Games, I feel like I'm killing a little part of myself. It's like I'm cutting a little bit out of my heart, because the part of me, it's like when the Grinch, when his heart grew 3 sizes, I feel like I lose a size. Like I'm just doing something I shouldn't be doing. So, I'm streaming now. Instead. How you doing, Chris Plays Games? You're not streaming tonight anyway because you're sick. Oh man, I'm sorry. Chris Plays Games streams Mondays and Fridays. And circumstances permitting, I almost never miss a Chris Plays Games stream. I like, same with Mikey L the Gamer, but his streams are so damn rare. Holy crap. But I'm sorry you're not feeling well. Mike's been sick too. A lot of people, it's a bad year for that. That is a bad year for that. Well now look, the time I've spent not getting a whole lot done, my guy's like halfway dehydrated again. So let's have a little bit of this. And yeah, that's about good for that. I think we're still good on... you know what? I'm gonna have one more. Oops. I'm gonna eat a little bit too. I'm gonna have to start going around for food now. Quick food. I'm not gonna check my food inventory. Do I need to... See, that's one of the reasons why I put off this game for the longest time, because I knew I would just stand around and slowly eat all my food, or I'd slowly starve and die of thirst while I was sitting around like trying to keep up with chat. You're gonna make a YouTube video. Alright, Diamond, cool. It's okay. TMJ, your jaw is sore. Crap, everyone's falling apart today. Sorry, Blue Otaku Rabbit. Hear that. Like 200 people have died of the flu this past year. Well, there's people, there are always a statistically significant number of people that die from the flu. Not to where most people need to worry about it, but the thing that's been unusual this year, for sure, has been notably a number of people who are like basically in the prime of their life and super healthy and fit people to take care of themselves, getting the flu and like dying sometimes within a couple days. Like they're fine on Monday and like Wednesday they're dead. So that's kind of scary to hear that kind of stuff happening. I still think statistically speaking, when I say significant statistically, I mean it's enough that we need to know that yeah, the flu can be dangerous, but also statistically it's low enough that when you catch the flu, you need to be careful and take care of yourself. That's what that's the message you should get. You need to be careful and take care of yourself. But you also probably don't need to be updating your will, because now it's, I mean, yeah, that's a separate issue, but you don't need to be thinking like, well, this is it. The big dark, the big sleep is on the way. It's probably, you're just sick and it's gonna suck and then you'll get better. Try out the Pathfinder tool. You'll need it to... Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna play with that right now. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. Okay, so that... It's each one points to the last one, and then F clears the nodes. And then it just recharges with regular battery power. That's actually really cool. I hope I remember it, but that's actually extremely useful. That's a great addition to the game. Phase, go to Del Taco. They got a new thing called fresh avocado. So you trying to say fresh avocado? I have a feeling, yeah, Phase maybe suddenly caught the flu real bad, and now he's having some kind of a seizure. Hope you're alright, buddy. You're making a YouTube channel. Sweet! I did that. You probably noticed. I did that in 2015. I did it because I was, like, at a day like this, where I didn't have new work, and I knew I had to wait a couple days for work. And I was like, I wonder, because I used to watch a lot of streams, and particularly, not streams. Before, I used to watch Let's Plays, like long Let's Play series of games like this while I was working. And I kept thinking, oh, that seems like it would be fun to like do that sort of thing. And when I did watch some people live streaming too, and I thought that would be fun too. And I thought, I wonder if there's a way I could do it so that, like, basically for free.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And I figured out how to do it basically for free. Let me see. I'm losing track of the breadcrumb dispenser. Yeah. Fresh avocado. Right. I'm kind of getting that, but I'm not understanding the all caps and the weird spacing. Is that like a trademark? Like, when you go to Del Taco, they don't just say, we have fresh avocado. They're like, we have avocado. Is it like, I don't watch a lot of TV, so maybe that's the thing they say now. Like, and they shout it. Fresh avocado! Because they do it in all caps.
Welcome aboard,
Because
Captain.
that's cool. They still watch. I thought Vines were gone now. Fresh avocado. Try to pronounce avocado. Here, now we'll listen to this
We're approaching
thing.
the planet now. We have a landing
Yep.
site for you that's... well, it's better than the alternatives. We've sent you the coordinates. It'll take us a couple of days to align our orbit. We should be able to establish direct contact with you during that time. Then we're coming in to get you. Cross your fingers the weather holds. And don't leave us waiting. Sunbeam out.
Good lord. I've actually got a thing happening in the game that I now need to keep track of. Alright. But I've got the thing now. The little submarine. I do feel like I burned through a lot of my basic sustenance right now, so I am going to collect some fish. Come here, buddy. Hey! Where'd he go? It's a good time when it's dark to collect fish. Because I keep standing around till my guy's basically starving. And now I'm almost out of fish. Back in my little fish cupboard. What is it like? Yeah, it's like a little fish cabinet that I have. Damn you, fish! Come here, peeper. All right, I see there's chat scrolling by. I'm gonna look over. I see the highlight of my name in the corner of my eye. But light's a-wasted. Come here, peeper. You son of a bitch. Where is he? I'm not gonna be bested by a damn big-eyed, big-eyed fish. All right, hold on. Have you done the Sunbeam before? Yeah, I have, actually. 40 actual minutes? You aren't gonna make it. There's actually a good chance of that. To be honest, what time is it now? 3:53. Well, I might make it that far in this game. Luckily, there's a giant timer up on the screen to help me remember. And I'm now thinking about it. I'm pretty sure when I did stream this a couple times at the beginning of 2017, and I'm fairly certain... Son of a bitch. I'm fairly certain that I had not built the sea moth by the time the Sunbeam arrived, so I had to swim my ass all the way over there. And it did suck, so I was playing it cooler this time. Let's see. If you make a chair or bench, you don't burn much food, water while seated, FYI. But, you know, I'm fidgety while I'm streaming. I'm fidgety, so... And I almost never am intending... I'm almost never intending to not be doing something. It's just, I start looking at... I'll be doing what I'm doing, and then I'll look over at chat, and then I'll start answering chat, and I'll get more concerned with what I'm saying, and like like the question that I'm answering, than I am with what I'm doing in game. And so game just becomes this absent-minded... It's like playing with some... It's like playing with string or something. It's like I'm having a conversation, and I have like a... You know, like I'm holding a fidget spinner. Which, oh, I don't think I told you guys. Nick, you still here? I got a fidget spinner, man. I've been saying for the last couple weeks, a couple times I mentioned that, or I've been saying for a while, I was going to wait until no one gave a shit about fidget spinners anymore, and then they'd be cheap, and that's when I would get one. And this last week, I pulled the trigger, and I got a fidget spinner for $5 off of Amazon. And it's surprisingly addictive. Kid chasing butterfly. Did you get a vegan fidget spinner? I don't know. I don't know if I did. I mean, technically speaking, nothing made of plastic is vegan because it comes from. Wait, no, actually, I was gonna say oil comes from like dead dinosaurs and shit, but it's just dead living matter. Most of it's actually, I think, vegetation. So I don't know. It's hard to say. It depends on where the oil came from that made the plastic, made the fidget spinner. But in any case, no animals were killed or exploited into making the fidget spinner, unless it's got like the ball bearings are made out of dolphin teeth or some shit I don't know about inside. I don't think that would be a particularly good way to make them, but yeah. $5 ripoff. Well, I kept seeing them like for 10 or 15 bucks when at places where I saw that were selling them. So maybe I could have got one cheaper. You got one for $2, so obviously I could have got one for cheaper. You need assistant to put together questions, then you can schedule one. You can schedule chat time versus game time on and off throughout the stream. Well, I like it. I like it when I can sort of do it all at once. It's just the caveat is I don't play games that are extremely demanding of my attention. So that's like I've streamed a bunch of Skyrim, and it's not like because I'm getting a bunch of really cool epic shit done in Skyrim. I mean, slowly I do get stuff done, but let me see. I'm already getting thirsty again. But mostly it's because Skyrim's a game where I can just walk. Like, I never use fast travel, so if I need to go from one city to the other city on the other side of the map, I'll just like walk everywhere, and I'll spend most of my stream just walking around the world. Because really, it's almost like the game is it's a pretext. It's just something to do while I hang out with people on the stream with you guys. But it definitely does get to the point where I start losing track of chat. I lose track of game and chat. But like today, actually, chat's it's pretty snapping today. It's a little busier than usual, which is it's cool. I mean, I feel like, yeah, I've got like over 20 people watching me right now. That's more than my average. My average is about 15. Let's see, there's also YouTube slow mode that lets you slow down how often each person talks. Well, I don't think actually that's really an issue though, because it's not that any one person is leaving a lot of messages. So I've never really looked in. That hasn't really been the problem. The problem is you know, there's multiple people chatting and chat goes by and some people chat with each other. It's just the normal chat room stuff. But if I had more people, I would definitely use slow mode for sure. But I'm not sure that slow mode would have that much of an impact. Let me see. Nice base. Thank you, Merry Space Games. You can tell I put a lot of thought into my base, a lot of work, a lot of love and labor went into this base. It is my masterpiece. But the issue is that sometimes we get 45 seconds of gameplay, and this throws the whole. Yeah, it does. Sometimes we get
5 seconds of gameplay.
Let's see, 32 minutes. Okay, I think I know maybe something I can do. Where's the Where's that? Where's the other place? That other island. Maybe I can I can use this time to pick up a couple blueprints from that big floating island over here. Good chunk of those chatting are immune to slow mode anyways. Yeah, well, I mean, we have a lot of people that are mods in here anyways, but when you go into like a big stream, it just becomes a norm that you know or should know that if you're chatting, the streamer might not see your comment. And that's sort of been the little stumbling point for me, because my streams tend to be small enough that that's not the norm. The norm is that at least you are more likely than not, if you leave a comment in here, that I'm going to see it and answer it. So it's a little bit weird for me at the point where it starts getting a little, well, it's not bad, but it's just like, when I'm like, oh shit, I missed comments, there's some part of me that's like, I've been rude, I've been a bad host. But it's like, if it gets busy, it's just like, it's what's gonna happen. Alright, is that? Yeah, it's over here, that's what we're doing. Yeah, no, this thing, that's why I've been waiting to get this thing before I did. Like, certain people mentioned, oh, if you go to this island, there's blueprints and stuff. But it's like, I'm not even thinking of going to this island until I have the sea moth. Let's see. I'm an excellent driver of my submarine. Now, when I get the big submarine, Maxie, I'm not. We'll reassess how excellent a driver I am. I definitely be driving slow on the driveway on Sundays, though. when I'm in my big submarine. But this little guy, he could fit just about anywhere. Warping to biome. Oh, is that warping? Is that what it's like when you're playing creative mode? I've never played creative mode. There's no warping. Well, I guess there are teleporters in this game. In certain very specific places. Here's how we do. So I think this island is actually one... I'm not positive, but I think this island is actually a giant... some sort of a giant living organism that floats. Alright, here we go. You sure do your chatting since you joined. You build Seamoth and Pathfinder, like, and yeah. What was that? So yeah, I don't make a lot of progress in any game that I'm playing. Well, that's why I've got, you know.
45 seconds of gameplay.
Because once in a while, I will be like, son of a bitch, I am going to get this thing done. It's like, I am going to make this thing, or I need some food, damn it, and I'm gonna collect some food, and I'm gonna look away from chat, and you all need to brace yourselves, because I gotta not look at chat until I made some food so I don't die. And then I look away from chat for about 15 seconds, and I'm like, no, I can't look away anymore, I'm sorry, forgive me, I didn't answer your chat, I didn't answer you guys, I'm sorry. You're at the wrong island. Well, no, I know I'm at the wrong island for the rendezvous, but I figured I got a half hour, so one of the main things I wanted to do once I made the Seamoth, that is this island has certain blueprints that you can't find anywhere else to be able to build things. So I kind of wanted to... I've been wanting to come here to get certain things. In fact, let me see. Oh shit, I don't remember this before. Some scary shit. I don't remember this cave. Okay, no, I do remember it. Screw that, I'm not gonna mess with that. I just forgot. There's like an alien structure down there that... I think it plays a role later in the game. At this point, it doesn't. So I'm not even gonna screw with it. So... I'm not at the... But yes, you're correct. Facepalm. Sheesh. No, you are correct that this is not the island for the rendezvous. However, that was not my intention to come to the island with the rendezvous. Okay. Nice. Exterior grow bed. Probably not going to make a whole lot of that.
New blueprint acquired.
Let's see, the watermelons, I don't really care about. Although, I might just eat one on the fly right now. Have I one more? There is vegetation on this island though that is that's very nice to... You get a like an indoor planter, and you plant some of these vegetables and stuff, and you can essentially have an unlimited amount of food, like hydrating food. Here they are. It's this tall. I think I like the potatoes, the Chinese potatoes. I'm just gonna take one for now. Game will be over in 27 minutes. Why would it be? Oh yes, yeah, totally. It's almost over. With that sense of direction, you should try for Domino's. Don't they use apps to help them get where they're going? I don't know. I'm saying. If you cut a pineapple tree, you get a thing with a lot of water. I think there's like 10 water. Really? Wait, a pineapple tree? I don't know all the trees. Right now there's... Oh, is that one of these things? The bulbo tree? Scan it. gonna cut it. Come on. Let me see. Wait, did I just... Oh, Bobo tree sample. Oh yeah, there is quite a bit of water in there. And there's also some food. That's actually really good. Can I grow that in an indoor thing in my house eventually? I think I'm gonna... I didn't even know about that. Thank you, Mary Space Games. If I can build that inside my base, that's gonna make me a very... It's gonna make me a very happy man. Food is overrated. Forage for food like our ancestors. It's nice when you have a means at your base of producing as much food as you like, so that basically you carry around some stuff with you that, you know, like travel food, but that you're not constantly. It's gonna make it better for when I'm streaming too, when I'm not constantly like, oh shit, I've been standing around talking too much, time for me to go out and get more fish. Let's see, you're not yourself when you hunger. Forage for a Snickers. It really satisfies. Oh, I've been told. Wait, okay, my sea moth is right down there. Oh, here, I want to go to this place. This thing's gonna have some blueprints. It's also gonna have some nasty spider piece of shit that's gonna try and kill me. Screw you, spider thingy piece of shits! Oh, hey, I dare you. You want a showdown? Huh? You want a showdown with me? Oh no, I didn't mean to pick that up. Trying to hit the spider. Come here, you damn son of a bitch. Epic combat. Subnautica. Come for the heart-pounding combat. Look. Hey, Nick. There's the desk. Now, we have a chair and a desk. I can make my office.
Acquired.
What is that thing?
I don't know. I found it outside in the sand.
Part of another ship?
None I've ever seen. It's not even scratched.
Don't fool around with it. It might be worth something.
Stand down, Chief. If it were gonna crumble to dust, it would have done so when I picked it up.
It's glowing. We're not the first people to come to this planet.
People. Maybe. Could be aliens. Could be the damn sea monsters for all we know. One thing for sure, we ain't gonna find out by staying here.
Okay, you said check the marblelon seed. I do have a couple of them I got by mistake. I was actually avoiding the marblelons because they don't have a very efficient... Oh, that's good. Multi-purpose room. That's a very basic building part for our base. That's where you can really start making like aquariums and shit in it. But I feel like the melons are not... They're not efficient things to grow because it's... You make these little planters with 4 spaces and each one of those takes up a space. And, I don't know, these guys I like. Lantern trees. Because these things grow like a crazy amount. They take up 1 spot, and you end up with, like every time you turn around, there's a gajillion little things to eat to come out of it. Am I getting a Brunswick raid? Oh, I already have an inside planter? I don't think I do. Bulkhead. Brunswick raid. Hold on a second. Hold on a second here. I've got to scan this thing, and then I can welcome my raiders, as is befitting the occasion. All right, welcome raiders to Lawyer Plays Live Subnautica. Challenge of justice. Thamriel 2. What is this? Is this like the channel that you use when you're letting your hair down? When maybe if you're gonna behave inappropriately? I'm not familiar with Thamriel 2. But welcome, guys. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome, Raiders, led by Claire, the delightful Claire. It is awesome to see you. Hello, Lewis, the Gamer Second. Hello, Nex Hellraiser. Definitely seeing some familiar faces here. Commander Raynor, welcome. It's your Animu channel. Oh my gosh. I had no idea. You have a special channel just for that. You know why I'm playing Subnautica today, Damario? It's because Final Fantasy XIV's got a 24-hour update. I've been playing that game all weekend, man. And I saw you just put out another video on that too. I watched that already too. Hey, Mr. Brunswick, how you doing, man? Welcome and thank you so much for the raid, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Brunswick is well, I keep for a year now. I've been saying it's only a guy I've only recently discovered. At this point, I've known Brunswick for a while, like a year. And also, he's one of the people that I met at VidCon. He is a delightful gentleman. And he's really entertaining. He made some video that was, what was it? You were drinking tea. It was really delightful and relaxing. And then at the end, he had like a party or something. I can't remember what happened at the end. But it was comic genius, is all that I can say. Claire, you don't see enough of me. It's true, I don't see enough of you either, but there's a reason for that. There's only so many hours in the day. And I understand. There's lots of streamers. There's lots of streams to go see. And I become really bad about that. I make a couple streams a week. I've been trying to go to more streams over the last few weeks. But I just don't get into too many streams. And the thing is also, when I go to a stream, I'll just park my ass there and I won't leave for 3 hours. Because I'll do it while I have something else up. So that's another reason. I've spent a lot more time in streams recently, but I haven't gone to many different streams. So I'll see who's on, and I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna hang out in here. And then that's it. That's the only one I hang out in. But welcome, Raiders. 45 seconds of Brunswick. Hit that like button. I love parking my ass. That's right. Maxie knows. Welcome, Raiders. I feel that it has been an epic raid, and I'm so happy to have you.
45 seconds of gameplay.
Speaking of 45 seconds of gameplay, wait, what is going on here? Wall planter, that's a thing. Always a pleasure, Mr. Brunswick. Always a pleasure.
Acquired.
And for anyone who's not subbed to Mr. Brunswick, I say do it. Do it. It's a no-brainer. There are a lot of people that I don't, you know, like maybe I like him, but I'm not like, I don't go out of my way to be like, everyone subscribe to this guy. I feel like Brunswick's one of those dudes where I'm just like, yeah, if you like watching streamers, you're probably going to enjoy Mr. Brunswick. Let me see.
Print acquired.
All right, I know there's more stuff here. Am I getting, oh my gosh, I'm getting decked. I'm getting the decked raid. It's with, wait, I gotta wait till I see the name so I know. Is it Decker? Keen? It's Keen Decker. It's Keen Decker. Okay, let me see. Here we go. There's another one. Welcome, more raiders. Hot on the heels of the Brunswick raid, we have the Get Decked raid from another one of my favorite streamers, Mr. Keen Decker. Not Decker Keen. Keen Decker. I always gotta mess it up because when I met him, he was running around with Mr. Brunswick at VidCon, and when I met Keen Decker, I accidentally called him Decker Keen. And now Nick has made me think Decker Kane from Diablo 2, and so now I get even extra confused. But welcome, holy crap! What the hell? This is like a big raid, man. Look at that. Look at all that. Neo Beowulf, more C4, please. Here's Bowtie SoFly Gaming. Welcome, guys. Go Gay Raid from Next. All right, that's awesome. It's even... Next, he's doing his own thing, but he's gonna make a trend, goddammit. And with Claire, okay, now we got like... So wait, I've seen a lot of the same raiders from one stream to the other, so I guess you guys were being like stream viewer, like kind of loosey-goosey, watching multiple streams, you know. Welcome, guys. Taurus 11, Tori Kuno, Joe Brunette, there's Keen Decker, there's the man himself. Welcome, guys. Talented Justice, Kahi or Chaos. Been a while since I raided someone back from a different stream. Eagle Screech, Caw! Welcome, Raiders. Welcome. You were watching both. You know what? But they're I always, when I think of Keen Decker, I always think of Mr. Brunswick and vice versa. Like, probably because I think I met I first learned of you guys through each other. Like, through one of you raiding the other one. I can't remember which was which. And then, although, you know what? I knew you guys before you were streamers, though. I remember your name from before you were streamers. Or maybe when you were very first starting streaming. And then I lost track of you guys, and then all of a sudden it was like, holy crap, you had like all this content, you'd put a lot of cool stuff on your channels, and I was like, these guys are good. Joe Brunette has become a law hawk. Ah, there it is, the hawk face. Am I saying, is it brunette or brunet? As I'm saying it wrong. Thanks, Keen, I got a new subber. Thank you so much, man. Brian Wilson, the Texas Law Hawk. That's right, Bowtie So Fly. A voice actor for Brazzers. I don't know how I could be, since I don't even know what that is, because I'm middle-aged and out of touch.
Talons of justice!
Half a Heart has become a Law Hawk. Ah, welcome. Thank you for the subscription, Half a Heart. It is very much appreciated. Hold on a sec. Alright. I don't know what that is, Bowtie So Fly. You like how I pronounce your name? Joe Brunette! Alright, there, see? It's wrong, but I'm saying it anyway. Hold on a sec. Here, this is what the Law Hawks comes from. I'm so overstimulated. I need to have a sip of water right now. Sit down.
Brian Wilson, Texas Law Hawk! Brian Wilson, the Texas Law Hawk! Talons of justice! Due process! Do wheelies! It's hot out here! Brian Wilson! El Halcon de la Ley! Brian Wilson! The Texas Law Hawk!
Later, guys.
Bye. Well. It's no refusal weekend, so you have to blow. Otherwise, you're gonna lose your license. These things are 100% accurate. Blowing it. Surprise, failed. Blow.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Someone just called me. That's why you don't blow. Brian Wilson, the Texas Law Hawk.
You or a loved one been arrested? If so, call Brian Wilson, the Texas Law Hawk today.
Law Hawk. Talons of justice.
45 seconds of gameplay.
My goodness, Joe Brunette, thank you for the Canadian dollar. It's foreign and exotic, and I love it. Thank you so much, man. And who is that? I just got a sub. MCFC MCSV. See, that's hard to say, but I'm still. Thank you so much for the subscription. Have I seen the Brian Wilson 4th of July safety video? Is that the one where he's got firecrackers all over his body that he's exploding and he's telling people never to do this at home? Yeah, I've seen that one. Thanks to Keen. Keen's hooking me up with the subs. And also Mr. Brunswick hooking me up. And now I got some sweet Canadian bling bling coming my way. So thank you for that too.
45 seconds of gameplay.
There. That got a little covered up when I made the transition. That I used Jean-Claude Van Damme to warn people. Oh yeah. A $6.99 donation is what triggers. It's the only specific amount thing that happens on my channel that gets a different notifier. Oh, there's that son of a bitch. Wait, can I scan him first? Here. Hold on, you son of a bitch. I'm trying to scan you. Let me scan you for the name of science. Okay. Now, where'd he go? You're dead. Die. Hey, nope. Stop it. Don't be a little spidery bitch. Be good. Okay, we got that. There, supply crate. Ooh, battery. Good. There's this. Okay, there's PDA. And I like how these are all voiced now.
It's more valuable to me than a plant patch.
You stopped being in charge when the ship you were captaining sunk.
I'll stop being in charge when you take charge of yourself.
Say, Chief. Chief,
What?
you know how to drain those grow beds of 40 tons of stormwater? Or how to conjure food from the air?
I know how to prioritize.
I'm just
Madros.
saying, if that's so, what's your boy's life worth to you today? If
So-
tomorrow you're gonna be so hungry you start wondering
That's what
what
happens.
Let him go.
That's what happens when you donate $6.99 to Game Lawyer
Go deal
channel.
with the plants.
There it is. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Madros.
Interfere with my
What's
family.
going on in there?
I will risk
I'm
your life.
talking over
I will
this
be here. Do you
this
understand
rather
me?
lengthy voice log.
No rescue coming, Chief. Not in time. No staying here neither. This rain keeps falling, sooner or later this place will be buried. Only choice
Wow,
we got
come
is
on,
whether
wrap
to
it
get
up,
buried
guys.
with it.
Wrap it up. Okay,
New blueprint acquired.
we'll save this. No, I'm gonna do it now. My goodness.
Integrating
Okay.
new PDA data.
Pipe cock for everybody. Thank you so much for the thank you so much for summoning the pipe cock though. Madro77. Hey, see, the pipe cock used to be my general donation notifier. But at a certain point I started thinking maybe innocent people shouldn't be punished when they want to give me $1 because they don't know what's gonna happen. They don't know that's about to happen to them. So, but it's still something that happens on my channel for people that really want it. They go out of their way, and the pipe cock is still there for them. But, wrap it up. It's good all-purpose advice. Hello, Taurus11. Just got a shower. You're watching this naked. Awesome. It makes me feel... This makes me enjoy my time here so much more, knowing that.
Chief's
Thank
log,
you for that.
5 weeks since the crash. The only other survivors are my son, Bart, and Maida, the cut-price mercenary I commissioned for the journey. After days drifting in the life pod, rain hammering on the roof, the weather cleared and we washed up here. I had Maida salvage the Degazi wreck, set Bart to finding us a stable source of food.
Thank you
His
for the
education
yet
is paying
another
off sooner
Canadian
than I'd
dollar. Thank you so much, Joe. Hello, Brad.
Our only
Hi,
problem
Brad.
is Maida.
Caw.
She says the weather's going
Love
to
you,
turn.
Brad.
I say she's finding excuses to risk our lives. I imagine she's not gonna weaken her life without a physical altercation, and she's itching for a fight. In every judgment she makes, things go from bad to worse. If she had my experience, she'd have more faith. Humans have spent millennia specializing in how to shackle nature to our will. This planet won't cause us any new problems. My one task now is to keep us alive, as comfortably as possible, until the insurance company arranges rescue. In this part of space, that could be months, or even years.
All right. Yeah, I was letting that thing do its thing that needs to do. Why is this taking for? Okay, there we go. Forever. Observatory.
New blueprint
Another
acquired.
one. Hey, bird. Hold on a sec. Now we've got my co-host has joined us. There we go. I got my bird out of the cage today. You're on land. You feel ripped off. Well, don't worry. I'm here just to collect data that I will be using in my submarine base. I do have a timer going, so now I'm...
Integrating
Hold
new
on.
PDA data.
This is good, because I can play these and let it talk for a minute
This
while I
island is
actually
a
get some shit
godsend.
done.
Look out of the window. No predators. Fresh food.
No building materials, nothing left of the ship, and your kid says we're gonna starve without more grow beds. Speak up, kid.
It's true, Father. The natural growth rates are too slow to keep supporting us.
All I'm saying is ocean's got us surrounded. No use hiding. Sooner or later, we'll get our feet wet.
The rest of your life may have been a fight, Maida, but I've made my decision. You want to forfeit your emergency pay to take a swim? Go ahead.
Believe me, I'm thinking on it.
Okay, because at this point, normally this game is, for me, it's super laid back, which is one of the reasons I like streaming it. But now we've got that timer going, and I decided to challenge myself by trying to come to this island and get this. There's certain specs, there's certain blueprints that you can only get on this island. So I feel like the next 15 minutes is going to be a little bit more 45 seconds of gameplay than usual, because I'm feeling a certain sense of urgency. Whoa, I think that's the, yeah, there's a midday eclipse like every day in this place. But yeah, I'm feeling something of a sense of urgency. I think the main thing that I want to get that I don't think I've gotten yet, let me just double check this, is I want an indoor planter. Exterior grow bed. Interior installations. Interior grow bed. I do not have... That's what the blueprint that I'm looking for right now. Let's see. There are so many people that's not polite at all in here. I mean, oh, on YouTube. I was going to say, in here, people generally are pretty polite. And Joshua Richard, you're probably gone by now, but just in case you were lingering for me to say goodbye. See you later, man. Thanks for being here. Just realized that some guy said bye 5 minutes ago, and I'm like listening to audio logs. I'm just playing a game, like I'm by myself. Like I don't care. Hello, Aiden Goosens. Is that it? What's this? Stasis rifle. A Reaper wrecked your sea moth. Can you help me sue him? Well, we can sue the people that bred the sea moths, because it should have been that bred the creature. They should have been able to see it. Ninja Roboto has become a law hawk. Oh, okay, this is what we're looking for. Indoor grow bed. Okay. And I think everything else we don't need. Now, oh, what's this? Okay. Damn, there's a lot of stuff happening in here. Right, I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna make my way back to the sea moth and get over to this place before
this is the first time I've seen sunlight in months. After all that time in the deep, I'd been dreaming of it. Now that I'm back here, I'm finding it hard to enjoy alone. Father was right. We should never have left this place. We shouldn't have gone so deep. They do not want us down there. Despite my best efforts, ill health is taking hold of me. The visions are getting worse. Marguerite and Father are now part of the ecosystem of this incredible planet. It's reassuring to know that when I go, I'll join them. Until then, well, there's always the view.
All right, let's do this. So yeah, that's one of the additions. Is most of these logs were not voiced before, and I'm really kind of I'm experiencing the voice acting. They had the logs just in written form. I'm experiencing a lot of this voice acting for the first time, so it's another reason why I'm kind of taking a back seat to it. All right, let's go, Geronimo. Whoa. Okay. That's why I like parking my ship here. You're never too far away from,
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright. Yeah, you're never too far away from the sea moth if you have it parked in that middle thing, because there's cliffs surrounding it that you can just dive into. So that's kind of cool. Enjoy the game. Alright, cool. Oh, you're still here, Joshua. Okay, cool, dude. Joe Brunette, sorry, your English isn't well, by the way. Well, I get what you're saying now, but I've been... Okay. Oh, generally... Yeah, no, I got you. See, it's sort of... Even if your English isn't that good, even for people whose English is good, people just write typos and shit all the time anyway, so I don't make any assumptions. I'm used to a lot of messages coming out where I only kind of half understand what people are saying. And also because I'm distracted, so, you know, sometimes it's perfect English, but it's too complex for me. You first played Subnautica when it was free. I didn't even know that it was free, but good for you, buddy. And welcome, by the way. I saw you sub to me earlier, and I didn't acknowledge you in chat. I did acknowledge your comment. I just didn't realize that was you. About the suing, helping to sue. For some reason, there's someone else in here that's been playing this while they're watching, and I thought they were, for some reason I thought it was them picking up that conversation. For like a day. Man, no, I didn't know that. I think I bought it about a little bit over a year ago. And I found it it was on sale for like $9.99, which is an awesome price for this game. I think regular price I checked is still like 25 bucks, something like that. Which is still a good deal. Okay, we're gonna come in here and just dump some stuff off. And then we'll go to the rendezvous. But I'm carrying around a lot of shit
aboard, Captain.
that I don't want to be carrying. And this is my, like, stuff that later... Okay. We're gonna save these because we're gonna plant some of this stuff. I think I can still plant this stuff, even though it's decomposing. Alright. And let's put that. That's random, too. This is random shit going in this cupboard. Look forward to observing with an observatory with a desk and chair. You totally buy it for $9.99, but not $10. Well, Maxie, you gotta draw a line somewhere. And, you know, when it's $10, that's a whole extra digit of price. So that's a perfectly reasonable place to draw your line. Let me see. We're gonna eat 2 of these, and I'm gonna make some bladderfish. Let me see. I think we're gonna have to collect more water soon. Waterfish. Let's put this away. Do that. Okay. One of those moments where I have to think about what I'm doing. I'm gonna have a little bit more filtered water. Nick would pay $9.98, but not $9.99. What about $9.89? That's more symmetrical, Nick. You might be doing it wrong, but if you want to pay more for a non-symmetrical number, then go ahead. Be my guest. He's being unreasonable. Pennies are precious and worthwhile. No, it actually went into full release like either last week or the week before, which is why I have been inspired to try it again. I mean, I played it quite a bit on and off over the last year and a half, but yeah, it is finally complete. So there are lots of things that I have not experienced yet that I'm excited to experience. Okay, take this in here. And I think I'm gonna just swim around here for a minute and just pick up some general stuff. More titanium if I happen to spot it. More fish if I happen to get them, because we're running low on that shit. Peeper, come here, son of a bitch! Gotcha. Those guys, I'm surprised I caught 2 of those right off the bat. What I'm really looking for are titanium ship scraps, because I'm just in general need of titanium. And also, in fact, I should look around a little bit for those little sandstone, is it the sandstone? Little things to break that have copper and titanium, because I need both of those. You haven't, well, you're in for a lot. Oh, I haven't played the new one. No, I think I played to the end of the story as it existed during, like, last summer, where I was underwater in lava zones and stuff, and I was like, go to this one base. It was like, I went to like, I think it was the second big facility that I discovered that you just couldn't go into because they hadn't designed it yet. So, but yeah, I'm noticing just like I didn't know about this whole Pathfinder device that I now have in my inventory, which looks like it's gonna be very useful at a certain point. There's lots of things that I haven't seen in the game yet, like all the PDA stuff that I found, which was just text stuff before. So far, I believe all the PDA stuff I've found has fully voice-acted audio logs to accompany them now too, which is new, which I'm digging a lot. I think is pretty nice. Yeah, well, it was in beta until, you know, 2 weeks ago. So, the last time I really jumped into this game a bit was in November. I think I jumped into a game and I probably put, I don't know, 15 or 20 hours at doing a fresh start, just because I felt like playing the game. And, you know, there's something about this game that makes it, even if you finish, you get through all the way the story, it's just the sort of game that every once in a while you come back and just play it for the experience. Because it's just a cool experience. My voice reminds you of someone. Holy shit! Wait, who? Sunbeam better be awesome after all the hype. Speaking of which, I should probably consider making my way to the rendezvous. I was just screwing around collecting shit and not looking at chat. I realized that timer is ticking. All right, now it's balls to the wall right now. I don't even have time to process this shit. I'll carry the other stuff. Well, you know what? I'm gonna put this in the air. The raw peepers. All right, now we're off. I'm not even gonna listen to the message. I gotta go. We gotta go to the rendezvous point right now. No more screwing around. Where's the rendezvous point? Okay, there it is. 4 minutes hype. You've got some radio voice. Sometimes I do. It's better since I stopped vaping. You guys, some of you have been around. Do you remember when my voice was shot a lot of the times? When I went to stream, I'd be kind of like, it was very weak and like just hoarse and stuff. I feel like my voice gotten so much better since I quit vaping. Anyways, I should do radio. You know what? Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Eventually. I never really thought about it. I always thought radio hosts, like chatty ones, seemed like they were having fun, but then I was like, I think I'd be too shy to do that sort of thing. Like, I'd feel very bashful. But turns out, I mean, that's sort of what it's like streaming, and I took to streaming pretty well. Aside from the fact that I can't focus on my game, and I get scatterbrained and stuff like that. It's like, oh, shit! Can I go faster? What, that son of a bitch? That scared me. It scared me so bad. Got the voice for it. Yeah.
Lawhawk!
I didn't realize.
Challenge of justice!
Brandon Ward has become a Lawhawk. Hey, Megan Gregory, welcome. Hey, I was just thought of you today, Megan. I think I was looking on YouTube, and one of your old streams popped up, and just like a random like, check out Skyrim videos, and I realized I hadn't seen you for a while, and I looked. It looks like you haven't been really streaming either. I hope everything's all right. Son of a bitch! I don't like those guys. Get away from me! Yeah, stupid stalking piece of shit. Get off of me! I'm trying to make a rendezvous over here. And there's one of these guys. There's all sorts of terrible fish over here that I don't want to deal with. Get up! That thing that's banging against my... Those little redfish are they're little pieces of shit. There's some streamers that doesn't do... Yeah, I didn't realize until I started streaming, and especially once I got a decent mic set up, that people were going to like my voice that much. But yeah, apparently I'm kind of a big deal. I got a reputation for just having a sexy voice, except when I was vaping. Maybe it wasn't quite as sexy. I do not play Call of Duty. I have maybe 3 or 4 times on my own time played Fortnite. And it's okay. It's not really my type of game, but mostly because I'm not good at it, not because I think it's a bad game. But I don't play I don't do a lot of multiplayer competitive shooters. Okay, this is happening. Rendezvous point. I got a rescue ship. It's coming to get me now. I don't know what's going on over there. Not my problem, right? Or is it? Hello, the Sunbeam is coming to rescue.
Survivor, we see you. Man, I don't know how you held out down there. We broke an atmosphere, and we're descending towards the landing site. Is that a building down there? What do you mean you can't identify it? Hold on. No turning back now. Positions, everyone. Touching down in 10, 9, 8.
There it is. Hey, I'm right here. Come get me.
It's coming from the building? Change course.
Uh-oh.
Set thrusters to full.
Whoops. Whoops. Look at that. Look at that bird. She's like, oh my god, that thing blew up. She's actually on my shoulder right now, hiding in my hair. This is such a horrible thing to happen. We were so optimistic about our rescue. Well, shit. So much for that. And now there's this mysterious facility for us to explore. But I think that's... this is actually where I stopped streaming this game a year ago, too, right after the Sunbeam blew up. But the way my afternoon schedule is going, my wife's about to come home, and I'm super starvy, and this is a good place. This is sort of a good place to stop the game. So I think I'm gonna move towards wrapping up. So I even got my bird on my thank you screen. She's been my co-host today. So I might hang out for a minute here, but yeah, thank you, Joe. I'm glad. It's very kind of you to say that. Well, I mean, I know you're saying it because you mean it, but that makes me feel very nice inside. Thank you for that. Show some photos. I'm missing that. Some photos of what? Well, I didn't do anything, Maxie. I didn't do it. Quick scan the debris. Well, let's just say there's going to be a lot more titanium debris for me to smelt down. Oh, you just came, Megan. Yeah, I know. But you know what? I might stream a little bit later. This has been kind of a short stream, just to fit in time. But, you know, I found out that one of the main reasons I don't stream on Monday nights is because one of my other favorite guys on here, Chris Plays Games, streams on Monday nights. And he's not going to be streaming tonight. So I might stream a little bit later, too. But we'll see. It all depends on... Like, if I get an email with work, I'll work. And my wife comes home and we got something else we want to do, we'll do it. So it's all up in the air. But I kind of want to play some more of this game. And if I do play it, I'll probably stream it. So that's what happened. Look, be on the lookout. Anything could happen a little bit later. Thank you, Nolan Wolf. Anywhere else you can follow me? Yeah, there should be links in the description on Twitter, which I'm not super active on social media, and actually I'm also on Discord, which I need to check. I mean specifically, I think Nick, you can send me. Some people were sending me some stuff on. Now that I'm remembering, they're sending me some stuff on Discord last week that I haven't been on Discord. So I go like sometimes I only check it about once a week, but I do have places. And also, on Twitter, it auto-notifies whenever I put out a video or start a stream, so that's another way to follow me as well. And sometimes I'll put little messages on there, too. If you're done with my stream, you'll pop on and see if I stream again. Thank you, Megan. Ladies and gentlemen, Megan Gregory is a newer streamer who I just discovered. She's just started a couple months ago, right, Megan? And she's been streaming a lot of two of my favorite games, Skyrim and Fallout. You've been playing, I think she's been playing Fallout New Vegas. So she's cool. She's worth checking out too, for sure. And thank you, Joe Brunette, whose name, or Joe Brunet. Is it like that? Fallout's awesome. In fact, this is the Fallout music in the background that's playing on this thank you video right now. So maybe I'll come up with different music to rotate through these things. But right now, I think this video that I use as my background, I have the Oblivion theme, I've got Fallout 4 theme, and I have Oblivion just because it's a more tame version of the Elder Scrolls music. And then I have what's the last thing that I have playing on here? It's the end music from Outlast, which for some reason I really like. I love like when the credits roll on Outlast, the original Outlast. I love that music. It's been 2 months, right? Okay, yeah, I was right. I think I discovered Megan Gregory early in her career. I'm gonna be one of those people that's like, I knew her back when like she had a video that said road to 50 subs, and I was there. That was like I was mentioning last time. For those who missed it, do you guys remember Bewitching Gamer, who used to hang out in my Skyrim streams a year ago? And she started her own streaming channel about a year ago and was doing mostly Skyrim. And I lost track of her, and I rediscovered her about 2 weeks ago. And she's got like 80,000 subs, and she streams every night, and she has, every time I see her streaming, 2,500 concurrent viewers at all times. I'm like, holy shit! What the hell happened? So that's an example. Now I go in her chat, and she can't even see me anymore. But I did go on her Twitter and say, remember who was there back when you were back before you even streamed, when you were just bashful and asking questions about how to stream. I was there. I supported you. Now that she's like one of the biggest streamers I know. Actually, arguably, she is probably the biggest streamer I know. I don't know anyone that pulls in 2,500 concurrents, period. Anyways, well, now her name is just Bewitching. Because that's one of the reasons why she disappeared. She had some problems with her channel. And I think she maybe quit at a certain point. I get the impression she might have quit at a certain point and then changed her mind and started up again. And now it's just Bewitching. It's time for me to start twerking for the views. Yeah, I do have my little twerking, my subliminal break. But it was not twerking for the views, it was twerking for the sweet, sweet cashola. This was my joke when I first integrated donations into my channel, and I was super. I'm still not like, hey everyone, remember to donate. I've never been like someone that actively encouraged people to give me money. So I was like, but instead, I'm just gonna start putting in subliminal messages throughout my channel, so people won't feel like they're getting hustled, but they'll just be sitting there in my channel and all of a sudden being like, huh, for some reason I feel like giving G-Law some money. I don't know what's happening. See, it's happening, apparently it's happening to Nick right now. Nick, $1 through Super Chat. Thank you for that, Nick. That was very generous. That was very generous and spontaneous. I don't know what happened, Nick. You suddenly just gave me $1. It's what it appears to me just happened, but I don't know. I'm gonna let this run through. So this is when Zoe Berger, what's that her name? Was in YouTube. Everyone was talking about like, oh, she's just twerking for money and it's terrible. And I was like, I'm gonna put my subliminal messages in here, and it's gonna be sexy, and people are gonna money is just gonna fall out of their pants, because it's gonna be very subtle, but they're all of a sudden they're gonna be turned on and they're gonna want to give me money at the same time. It is sexy, isn't it, Brad? So, well, I was also joking around that time that I would twerk for donations, but since I don't use a face cam, you just have to take my word for it. And a couple people gave me donations, and I basically just rubbed the microphone against my head, my face, and pretended I was twerking. I'd be like, oh yeah. Oh shit. So, not only they got Maxie summoned the pipe cock. Holy crap, that is some. See, it must have been that tight zoom on that ass. Thank you, Maxie. Thank you for that, sir. There's the pipe cock people love. Yep, I've made the pipe. I didn't get rid of the pipe cock, but you're a sucker for twerking. I only remember like once every 3 months that I even made this video. So it was just one of those things. Originally when I made it, I was just as a joke, because I usually take a break after like 2 hours into my stream. And I was just gonna be like, during my regular break time, be like, all right, it's time for a break. I'm gonna go, you know, make myself some tea or, you know, a little sandwich or something. I'll be back in a few minutes, and then I was just gonna play this and let it run and see when people started being like, what the hell's going on? Because it starts subtle, where it's like $, and then like $100 bill slowly starts rolling across the background. It's like, and then it obviously at a certain point completely transforms into like shameless money grubbing. very subliminal. That's right. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go back to the there, not how it ends. Fade to black, slow zoom on the $. Subtle. That's all that's left. All that's left in the whole presentation is the slow zoom on a gold $. It's too subtle for you. You're like, I don't get it. Why'd you put up a break screen, Gila? A break screen. I don't understand. But I think we're gonna do a little raid now, because my rule of thumb is generally, if by the time I'm wrapping up, there's if there's more than 10 people, I do a raid. I'm do a raid, and then I think I need to figure out something to eat. I'm hungry. I like ending when I stream during the day, because there's so many people that I never get to see. I know who I think I know who I want to raid. So raid Jared Shelton. We can just all go to his channel and go to his whatever, if he has like a social tab or something, and just hit that. No, I know there's a guy on right now that I would like to raid, who I do not believe I have ever streamed at the proper time to be able to raid before. So we're gonna do us a little.
Do you have what it takes to?
I meant to. No, stop it. He's got an ad. I need to get my link for you guys for him. And just making sure he's not wrapping up. This is sort of dude. I think maybe a couple times I became close to maybe raiding him, and then he was like shutting down his stream. I went to have. Okay. Just go raid and go back to streaming. Yeah, I could have raided like 10 people already. But we are going to do a little hashtag Lawhawk raid. Hashtag Lawhawk raid. And you can add emojis as appropriate. Yeah, me, not you. I am wrapping up right now. I might come back on later, but this is a random stream, and I'm officially getting into that time frame where the lady wife's about to come home, and I need to figure out like food and that sort of crap. So we are going to raid a gentleman. It looks like his lady counterpart today, by the name of Soy Bomb. Soy Bomb is a retro streamer. I don't hardly ever get a chance to even hang out in Soy Bomb's chat, usually because I'm working, and I don't normally hang out in a lot of streams while I'm working. Because he's only like in the afternoons. But we're gonna raid him, and here's a link to that. Thank you guys, thank you all for being here. I've had a lot of fun. Me and my bird have had a lot of fun hosting you today, and I might be back later and play some more Subnautica. We'll see what happens. There it is. You can either do the version with the pile of pudding, the delicious soft serve brown chocolate ice cream that Maxie said, because people love to see lots and lots of that, or you do the Lawhawk Caw. All right, guys. So here's your link for Mr. Soy Bomb, and I will see you all later. Love y'all. Hugs and kisses. Bye bye.